Well, hello. We are back that fast. I've got time though, because even though, yes, we have Family Day coming up, of course, I have a few hours still until we have reservations. So I figured we can address this stuff head on because these are games I don't play. I'm not going to play them today, tomorrow, or any other day. So we're just going to talk about it all in a moment and table it. Round two. Fight. I'm just joking. On a Saturday. What the hell? Y'all got too much going on. Hey, Ava, Clue, Jay, Lurker, Kathy, Robin, Touchgrass, Rondi, Ava, Janice in accounting. I know, twice in one day. You know, if I'm coming back, there's something going on. Crimson Moon, Claus, Justice Equalizer, Rainy Days, Muffin Mouse, Odin, Girl. Oh, you didn't miss much, and just wait. Lucky, Tina, That Michelle, Laura, Kim, Freeside, Rondi, Miss Brittany, Rapunzel, Lil Dev, Am, Miss Mississippi, Terry, Sarah, Stonefly, Jujubee, Scout, I am Groat. All right, y'all, we're going to address some drama. So this will be a sole drama stream. If you don't want to deal with drama, please exit now because this will be addressing drama. 100% addressing drama. Oh, shit. Chico, I totally forgot. I totally fucking forgot. I am so sorry. This caused me to just go, I completely fucking forgot. I can stop and I'm so sorry, Chico. This is what I get for forgetting. I quite enjoy drama. I think I will stay. Chico, do you want me to pop mine off? Okay. As long as, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Chico. I did not intentionally do that at all. All right. So Brittany J went live today, just a few minutes ago, on her second channel, which is totally fine. Again, I don't give a shit that she reviews me. Let me be very clear. I could care less. I review other creators all the time. That's not the problem. What the problem is allowing people on your panel to run their mouth and continually run their mouth. So I'm going to play this for you because there's a reason why I'm addressing this, and not for myself per se, but some of y'all are going to get checked. And it's not even going to be Brittany necessarily on some of this. So she did take her live stream down, but for some reason it's still up on my phone. And of course, I've got it screen recorded too because I am not stupid. So here we go. You can hear this. Again, this is all under fair use. I'm going to let you listen to parts of it, and then we're going to fast forward to the end because a lot of this is just rambling. And again, I don't care that they personally don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, nothing against any of you, but I really don't care about what you think about me. You are random strangers on the internet. If I have you that upset and in your feelings because victims and their families deserve better, that's a you problem. If my intelligence bothers you, that's an insecurity of you. Again, you own that shit. I'm not out here threatened by other people's intelligence or anything like that. That's a weird whole thing. So here you go.
She's desperately looking for a phone charger. You see that
So she's talking about a missing child in Oklahoma. I'm going to give them grace. They're going to do content on that. Great. Wonderful. You can hear the tail end of this, though. This is where I go wrong.
She's using like this little phone charger that's plugged up to her PlayStation. Okay. It's obvious that the kid was, and why would she didn't even live there, you guys. Okay. So law enforcement hasn't even, and Stephanie went missing 9 days ago.
We got to get clothes on.
June. Law enforcement never even paid a visit to the family's home. They just chalked it up that Stephanie ran away. So it's a disturbing. While traveling to the beach from Arkansas, she stopped in Oklahoma City for the night at her second property, which she hadn't visited.
It's quiet.
Been there in 5 months. She was seen on an interior camera at 3:15 in the morning attempting to charge her phone. There is no footage of her leaving the house.
Is that better? It's playing off my phone. I can't transfer it. Is that better? A little bit? You guys, I might have to move you out. Oh, you guys are fine. I'm not upset at all. Truly. Not one bit.
She was wearing
I'll get there in a minute.
In black flat pajama bottoms and a t-shirt. Her shoes, phone, and belongings were all left behind at the house located near Southwest 44th Street and South May Avenue in Oklahoma City. This is a very serious case that the community should take very seriously. If you have any information, Stephanie was last seen on June the 12th, 2024. She is now 13 years of age. She's 5'2", 130 pounds, y'all. Tiny. If you have any information or she looks familiar to you, please call Oklahoma City PD 405-297-1129. 405-297-12. I just watched it.
Hey, y'all.
405-297-1129. Or you can call 911. Justin will be going live over on his channel to give more details, and we're going to be trying to contact law enforcement. I have been in contact with Brooks.
We're going to be trying to contact law enforcement. Why are you involving yourself with law enforcement? But this is the only problem I have with this whole part. I mean, great awareness for a missing child. Okay, I can get behind, but this is where it gets weird for me.
Crime Lines and Lies. I'm talking to Amanda Svita. Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, is going to try to get the information out to Nancy Grace. Sarah has posted it on her TikTok and has shared it out on her platforms. So it's gaining traction. And I'm hoping to have the opportunity to talk with Stephanie's sister at some point today. So y'all be looking for Justin's live on Flesh Your Pearls. And please go over to my community post and share.
Families,
please don't. Thank you all so much for that. And we will get to that. We'll be talking about it later on. Hopefully we can get some information going. We'll try our best. All right. So let me get to the... She was finally entered into the National Center for Missing and Exploited Kids yesterday. After 9 days. After 9 freaking days.
I mean, good. Great awareness per kid. Okay, but that just got weird. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, they brought in how they're using Seth now to get information to Nancy Grace. I mean, great awareness, but that's just weird. Anyways, here we go.
Absolutely disgusting. All right. Okay. Hey, that case bothers me because of how far they were supposedly going for. Right. Yeah. It's not even logical at all. That she would run away. She wasn't even around there. And tell me, what 13-year-old kid would leave their home with no phone? And what 13-year-old?
There's a lot of 13-year-olds that don't have phones. And that's okay too. Revival, you'll be really proud. I'm wearing an actual bra today. You're welcome.
A kid is going to choose the time to run away when her parents are on the way to the beach. Come on. You think she's going to miss her opportunity to go to the beach? Please. Doubt it. None of it makes logical sense.
That doesn't make logical sense. Factually, it makes a lot of sense. But again, we're starting off with missing information right off jump. And that bothers me. So awareness for a missing child. Okay, but here you go. They're jumping into another case. Okay, but that's not the bothersome part of this string. Let's continue.
Yes. Ginger Snap says, I think that the immediate designation of a child as a runaway by Ellie is on so many cases needs to be rethought.
I'm going to fast forward.
Mad trash about me having a membership on her channel. which, to be perfectly honest with you, I did throw a
Hold
heads
on.
up right now.
Okay, now we're switching gears. Here you go.
I'll be doing
This is all the same stream.
true crime a little bit later. I will be joining Justin. I'll probably do a live on my own channel as well. So yes, another Barefoot team. So we'll get to that on the other channel. But
here we go.
I tell you now, I'm going to be pointing out some hypocrisies.
Okay.
Today. So I don't know.
You okay,
how
Penny?
I'm gonna feel about my coverage, but I've got to say something. It's driving me nuts.
Say it.
Let me show y'all something first before we.
By the way, Brittany was joined on panel just now. I'm sorry I can't show you guys the screen because she took this down and it's somehow just up on my phone still. So that's what we're listening to. But it's Sarah's Suspicions that joins her panel. Per usual. Per usual.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Quinny, you don't have to continue to apologize. I know we don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but I appreciate you pointing out things. You do it quite often. I do respect and appreciate the shit out of that. That you, even though you don't like me, you'll still stand up for that shit. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Let me pull up something first before. Okay. So I'm going to point this out first.
Most of this I'm going to fast forward through anyways. This is BJ.
I'm very much tired of my name being brought up and or me being blamed for shit that's going on over at GW's channel. Granny's watching. First of all,
she's talking about Granny now, of course, and I have not been to Granny's channel all week. I couldn't tell you. She goes early in the morning. It's like freaking 6 o'clock my time when she's on most of the time. I have shit going on at that time in the morning, if I'm even awake. Seriously, like Granny and I have had one conversation off of this app. It was me sending her a link. If you need me to pull up my emails and show you, I will gladly. But again, I am not friends with Granny's watching. I've never had communication with Granny's watching. None of this shit.
Like this chick has sat there and talked mad trash about me having a membership on her channel, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I did for a long time because she would do all of her dirty stuff privately behind the paywall.
Okay.
Trashing me left and right. Well, I haven't had my membership in months.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
I don't care.
But that doesn't mean people don't show me stuff or send me things. So
that happens.
I appreciate this, Granny, and I'm going to point it out because I was not a part of this particular live stream. I was not a part of anything that she's talking about in this post. So as Granny's watching, and I'm going to point out some hypocrisies from nonsense, but I want to show this first because it's pissing me off. So Granny's watching did a community post on her members only. Okay, this is where I can't see it to defend myself. It says the other night we had a members only stream at Chasing True Crime joined the panel, and we conversed about many different things like gardening, autism, Sebastian, and small talk. I was accused of threatening someone named Nikki during my stream. It didn't happen, but it led to a 4-hour panel where disgusting claims were made against me and guilty rumors were spread. One serious claim that I was notified of is that I'm allegedly buying weapons from PayPal. Yes, weapons from PayPal.
Oh.
She's talking about I don't know. I wasn't aware of this live.
What are they next? I never saw them.
Don't
Yeah,
have
let me
to.
read it and then I'll explain it because I didn't know shit about this. I wasn't a part of that live, none of it. But this is what she put in her community post today under members only, and someone sent it to me. So she says, I was accused of threatening someone named Nikki during my stream. It didn't happen, but it led to a 4-hour panel where disgusting claims were made against me and filthy rumors were spread.
I have no
One
idea.
serious claim I was notified of is that I'm allegedly buying GUNS's weapons from PayPal. Yes, GUNS's from PayPal. I don't know how anyone buys anything from PayPal, let alone weapons. Even if possible, how the F would this woman know what I'm doing on my PayPal? They then implied that their lie about me threatening someone as well as the lie about me buying weapons made me a real life danger, encouraging people to call the police on me. This is more than just a lie. It is a slanderous, dangerous lie. All right, now watch the minute.
I got to show you guys what I'm wearing because I got to be in comfort, you know. We got to be able to stretch, get the bowling on. I'm prepping. It's all stretchy. I'm going to beat those kids in bowling today, and they're not even going to know what came from them. Okay, anyway.
Watch here. I'm going to remind you, I have no clue about this lie that
And by the way, I think bowling shoes are sexy.
she's talking about. I was nowhere in that live. I was not on the panel. I wasn't anywhere. I didn't even know about this, but watch how she's going to try to blame me for this. This is more than just a lie. It is slanderous and it's a dangerous lie. If these people will run with such lies, ask yourself what else they will run with. Not one single person asked for the proof of any of that. Any of the many claims that were made. Telling people to contact my police that I'm operating an illegal weapon operation could have a serious impact on my children's safety. These type of allegations get people swatted. This is a screenshot of BJ's mod. BJ's meaning me, y'all. How easily she believes this lie and encourages people to contact authorities. I think it takes an unhinged.
I can't even add shit to this because I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. BJ and Granny have like this deep back and forth stuff of years that confuses the shit out of me. And truly, I don't know ins and outs of it today, tomorrow, or any other day. I don't have time. Sorry, people. I just don't.
Lunatic to believe. Hold on a minute. Give me just a second, y'all. I gotta find it. So she took a screenshot of one of my mods. Okay, it has nothing to do with me, other than one of my moderators commented. I'm not my moderator.
I don't even know. Don't know.
Let me find it. I don't want to show any personal information. Hold on a second. Don't you love how she slyly pulls BJ's name? Like she put, there's those throwing my, and I didn't have anything to do with this. This is how this shit works.
I swear they make it up themselves for the pity party.
Yeah.
Listen to Sarah.
I've never even heard anyone say any of that until you just know that.
And if I would have you would have talked about it.
Yeah, I know. We would have been like, whoa, what the hell's happening now? You know,
I wasn't even anywhere near this stream, you guys. Nowhere near. Hold on, this isn't even all of it.
Didn't even know it existed.
No, there's a second.
Right?
There's a second screenshot. Hold on. Hang on. I just don't want to show anything personal. Give me just a second. And I'm gonna tell you too,
they set you up. They will make up a damn lie that is detrimental to themselves, put their own selves and children in danger, and blame you.
Put their own selves and children in danger. Okay. I want you to pay attention. I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to back it up 10 seconds because I want you to hear what Sarah's about to start spewing. Okay? Okay.
I just don't want to show anything personal. Give me just a second. And I'm going to tell you too,
they set you up. They will make up a damn lie that is detrimental to themselves, put their own selves and children in danger, and blame you. That's the scariest shit.
Yep. So here's the second part of that community post. Now, mind you, here's another effed up part of it all. I can't see this. Okay. This is where I cannot defend myself because it's in her community post.
You're doing that.
On members only. I'm not a member. So she's here.
You're defending yourself right now, ma'am. That's what this is called.
Yes. All right. So let me read the rest of it. It says, this is more than just a lie. It is a slanderous, dangerous lie. If these people will run with such lies, ask yourselves what else they'll run with. Not one single person asked for proof of any of the many claims that they made. Telling people to contact my police that I'm operating an illegal gun operation could have serious impact on my children's safety. These type of allegations get people swatted. This is a screenshot of Brittany's mod. How easily she believes the lie and encourages people to contact authorities. I think it takes an unhinged lunatic to believe a panel of raging grandmas with zero proof.
I don't know.
A trash human who has no place in the true crime community.
I don't know what she's reading Granny's posts. That's about it. I can't comment on this. We'll get to where you guys got really upset. And I'm just going to calmly set the record straight.
People like Yvette are a danger. What kind of moron would believe this type of lie and make zero sense? I feel threatened by people like this, and you all should as well. And then she posted she posted a screenshot of Yvette's comment. So I guess Yvette commented on that stream. And Yvette said, "Hi, sweetheart, can you believe this shit? What the F is wrong with that nasty piece of trash? I believe she is unhinged and dangerous. I think anyone who's threatened by this lunatic needs to file a complaint with the police ASAP. Please stay safe out there." That's all Yvette said. And she's saying that Yvette put her kids in danger.
I don't know. Don't know. I'm lost too.
And first of all, Yvette is my mod. Yes, she is, Granny. But that's not me. Do you know how many slanderous accusations Granny has made on her panel?
Point them
about
out.
people, myself included. She accused me of calling her kid's school and getting her son strip searched.
I didn't hear her
I
accuse
would
you.
never. Kids are off limits over on my channel, and everybody knows that.
Oh, really?
Can you freaking believe that?
Remember what she just said. You heard her say that kids are off limits? You heard that, everybody? Okay.
And when you make posts like that, why don't you make them public so people can defend themselves?
You're defending yourself. You're doing it right now.
Behind a paywall. I was nowhere near.
Oh, Lord. I don't care. Sorry.
Freaking anywhere. I was nowhere near.
That's part of the plan. And if I remember correctly, when she was saying you called her kid's school, your kid's school was actually called.
Conveniently, right? The day that I tell people about what happened in my kid's school. So her kids.
Oh my God.
Like I said, that's a dangerous accusation as well. So is accusing people of sexualizing your children when they didn't. She's accused me of that too. I've never spoke on her kids. No proof of it. Just baseless accusations and lies. And now she spends 95% of her days dragging the father of a missing child, accusing him of being a drug addict, accusing him of hiding Sebastian, accusing him of saying things that he never said, calling him fat, talking about he looks like something's wrong with him. Horrible stuff.
Insane.
Okay.
Kids need to be off limits.
Kids need to be off limits.
When they're pulled in, it's because people are trying to get the attention.
You heard that? You heard Sarah say kids need to be off limits, but they do it to pull them in so they can get attention. You see that? Okay, hold on.
Like, and then it causes real life stuff to happen to other people and their children. And then they try to make it look like they're the ones faking it. It's like such a mind game, you guys. They think they're slick.
Yep. Be careful, someone may try serving you. Oh, that's okay.
Think they're slick, huh?
She'd be stupid to try to take me to court. Oh my God, the amount of stuff that
people serving and suing people, make sure it's for good purpose, and you have a case, and you legit
oh my God.
threatened, and you legit know for a fact someone did something, because you're wasting taxpayers' money, you're wasting the court system, and you're taking away from cases. Like, this is ridiculous.
Really?
Voodoo.
You don't say so. Really?
Lawmaker, I'm not even going to try to argue with you or change your mind. You know what? This is a situation that I don't have to do that. Just sit back and watch.
Watch, yeah.
And you will see.
Sit back and watch, people.
That person absolutely lied.
Okay.
Her child.
Here we go.
Never happened. She's dirty. She is so.
Oh wait, no, never mind. More drama.
Manipulative liar that she would make up something like that. She lied about her kid's school being called and blamed me for it, knowing damn good and well I didn't do that.
I didn't hear Granny blame
DJ. What kind of person does that?
Maybe she did. I don't know. I didn't hear it.
If you believe that her kid's school was called, I got a bridge to sell you.
You do?
For oceanfront property.
You do?
For $1.
Sweet.
It's not true. Her kid's school was not called.
How do you know? Sounds like.
And another thing I can't stand is these clone accounts that make it look like certain people are saying certain things.
Oh, shut up, Sarah. You don't need a clone account.
Face value and think it's the real person, even though you can tell it's not. If you
Revival, this is from just a few minutes ago.
Pay attention.
No, I don't care. And you didn't deserve.
By the way, trigger warning, because I am going to fast forward here in a moment. So anybody with fertility issues, has lost a child, anything of that nature, adoptive parents, foster parents, please understand you're about to get set the fuck off. Really badly. So please, if you need to exit this live, please do, because I'm going to fast forward it here in a minute. Because like I said before, I don't give a fuck about her reviewing my content. I got a text message that she was talking shit. So I went over, subbed up for 5 minutes and waited because I was like, wait, I haven't even been talking about you. I'll throw a jab here and there, of course, because she continues to like do stupid shit and talk about me. It's just stupid. Constantly. Why aren't you calling out Granny? Your friend's doing this. Who the fuck are my friends, ma'am? Because last I checked, I use that term very loosely on this app. And who you assume I fuck with all the time or watch all the time is definitely not the case. But here we go.
I'll stand up and say it all day long. She took a protection order on him, and he did not deserve that.
Wow.
I'm not
She did.
commenting on that because I think that
She
had enough.
If
If she had enough information to get one, then the judge obviously agreed with her that she should have it. So there's that. That's what I'm going to say about that.
He'd like it.
Now, isn't she?
And to all you flip floppers in my comment section that go over there and play patty cake with her and rub elbows, trying to, be nice on these streets and make sure everybody loves you. Stay the fuck out of my comments. I can't stand fence riding, flip flopping bitches. You know who you are.
The one who faked having cancer?
Yes, she faked having cancer.
And I ain't talking to Quinny. Quinny came in here and apologized and said that they didn't agree with that. We don't always agree, but Quinny is not who I'm talking to, so don't assume that either.
She took a protection order out on him, and he did.
We're gonna fast forward.
Seats for that. You go, I'll get Dee Dee's channel. Dee Dee.
Flip flopping. Big fuck.
I'm sorry. You know how many people I've lost from cancer? Do you know I've watched 2 people literally take their last breaths at home in bed from cancer that I love doing. Don't you fucking fake that shit, bitch. No, hell the fuck no.
So they're talking about supposedly Granny faking cancer. I have heard this numerous times, never seen receipts of it. Again, this is just a thing that I don't know about. I have no idea. None of my business. I have no clue. They've never shown receipts. They just talk about this all the time. It is what it is. I don't know if that happened. Couldn't tell you. Wasn't around for those. Don't hang out in that community. Don't know.
Hold on, Voodoo. You're taking me wrong. I didn't say you were an idiot. I did not. I don't think she's manipulative. I'll tell you. She is absolutely.
I sped her up because we're going to get to the important part.
Manipulative as can be. I don't think you're an idiot.
Brett was agreeing with you.
Sorry if you come off that way. Like if I come off that way to make you think that, I promise you that's not my intention at all. I'm just saying that eventually you will see it. Eventually, I promise you will. It may not be now. It may not be next week, but she's already showing the true colors. I'm really shocked that people are able to sit there and watch her. Listen, say what you want to say about Seth. I've got some problems with some of the things that he has said and done. But even if it were Katie and Chris, I could not listen to that every day. How y'all can go over there and watch her talk pure shit about this man daily is bizarre to me. And how she can sit there and talk trash and look at him crying. She'll look at him crying and accuse him of faking it. And every time he grabs his shoulder, oh, poor baby, faking your injury, accusing him of faking a shoulder injury. I mean, it's horrible, the things that are, oh my God.
I personally don't think he's faking his shoulder injury at all. I think it's an old injury that's exacerbated by stress. And I think he carries a lot of stress in his shoulders, and I think that's valid. Again, I haven't even watched her. She's on so early in the morning. I don't always catch shit. I go in stages where I catch things and then not. So, okay. And
so which is leading me to my next topic. I'm going to go through nonsense. Oh my God, y'all.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. It looks like one of those rapid red girlfriends. Fuck, you want to see my ass? You look at it enough. Come on.
You want to call me low-hanging fruit, Becky?
You are low-hanging fruit.
You sure didn't mind getting just.
You ain't even a banana on the fucking tree, bitch. And I'm 5'3" and don't even need to use a ladder to reach for this. You gave it to me.
Your numbers off of me. For me to be such low-hanging fruit. Let's point out some hypocrisies with Becky.
Point them out.
Give me just a second, y'all.
Should we stretch for her? Because she's about to take a stretch. Ready? Downward dog. Oh, wait. That's probably your favorite position, huh? Let's see. Okay, are we ready for this reaching she's about to do? Okay, here we go.
So Becky says the other day, no sense.
No
Makes
sense.
no sense whatsoever. That if she wanted to get views and numbers, she would cover Betty.
I did. And I covered her. And point proven. Betty brings the numbers. Betty is hated. And
But it's not about views and numbers for her. Ever since she made that statement, she's covered Betty in every single stream. Lord have mercy. Hold on a second. So there's a couple things that I want to go through. First, I'm going to go through last night's stream because there was some stuff that she said that really, and then I'm going to go through some of the things she said today. Hang on a second.
oh wait, I'm supposed to be triggered. Fuck. God dang it. Hold on. Let me get into the mad face. Y'all, I tell you, I don't know what it does to me, but when they talk shit like this, it makes me giddy. It makes me fucking giddy. It really does. I can't help it. I came in and I was like, babe, guess what? And he's like, oh, fuck, what now? And I'm like, here we go. Hold on. We're going to go smoke a cigarette for this one. Coda already has clips. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm being ridiculous. Okay, here we go.
Yes, I can.
I gotta laugh.
Let me get to the part where she's talking. All right. We're going to go through this part where she's covering Seth. Okay. All right. And look, you can see she covered Bullhorn Betty, a good portion of Bullhorn, but she's been doing Bullhorn Betty every day. But
I've been doing Bullhorn Betty every day. I wasn't even live for multiple days. I came on here this morning. We talked about all sorts of random shit. Yesterday, I covered Betty, Silver's on the Scene, Mr. E's True Crime, Seth's Own Words on Justin on TikTok. We covered all sorts of stuff. Okay, and Betty's a problem. She's amping up. Okay.
but we're going to go
that's
through
the
this
new
part.
player unlocked right now.
Huh?
That's the new player unlocked right now.
Right. Yeah. Bullhorn Betty's where she even said that. She even said that. She said, if it were all about the numbers for me, I would cover Bullhorn Betty. And then guess what she did? She covered Bullhorn Betty ever since she said that.
Isn't
Yeah.
that funny?
Yeah. Convenient, right? So
I did. It wasn't about the numbers. It's because Betty is a train wreck. And again, you want me to apologize for pointing out what Betty's doing to this family? You should be concerned about what Betty's doing to this family instead of me addressing Betty. Like, the fuck, ma'am?
Really goes for the fruit that's already fallen off the tree.
yeah, the easy.
I don't know what you're
right?
gonna do.
Easy numbers.
Yeah.
But it's not about views and subs. It's
If
not
you
about
literally
views and
wanted to
subs,
make-
right?
Yeah, if you literally wanted to make a difference and a change and an impact on a community because of this, that, and the other, you would go for the bigger ones that are actually, like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. If they were doing,
Like J for Justice, your buddy, T-Rev 757, JLR, Pascal, Justin on TikTok, Betty, all the channels that are bigger than you that I address, Sweetie Pilo, Donna Serafina, the list goes on and on, Spanky. Betty is just one of many that I cover. Okay,
something wrong in
carry on.
their eyes. I can't believe they're doing this. They should be better than that. They're very big. Let's go for that. No, they go for the low hanging fruit.
It's not about views and subs, right?
I mean, you are low hanging fruit. It is what it is. So is Betty. It's easy content. You just have to turn it on and let it play. They do it for you.
But
Yeah,
look at
they do.
this. Part 10.
Never going to argue
Part
about
10. Recap and review of Seth Rogers' interviews. But it's not about views and subs. But you're on part 10 of Seth's interviews. Why aren't you doing the Proudfoots?
that. I have done a couple of them, but because they've only done a few interviews and nothing has changed on the baseline. They've added in irrelevant details. Otherwise, the baseline has never changed. You guys have played their interviews over and over again. And we decided as a community, we would throw in a few, but then we didn't really need to throw in all of them. Okay. And
Are you saving that for your next 20 streams? How can this person say this not for the views?
do you want a playlist, Brittany? Is that what you really fucking want? Do you want a playlist? Do you want me to make you a playlist with your name on it? I mean, I can, if that would make you happy. I can turn you into a cartoon like I did Uni. If my series bother you, I'm sorry. not sorry.
And subs. Come on. All right, we're going to point some stuff out.
You don't have to do pleasantries on that. I know it's not going well for you. This is
Straight talker. I'll see if I can find it. Hold on.
we're over a month of you not having any rest.
So now she's gonna play me my review yesterday.
Constant interviews, constant everything.
Constant something. I don't know what it is, but I don't wish it upon anybody.
No, what you're going through is the parents' absolute worst nightmare. Before we get started, I don't think you need any introduction, obviously, but before we get started on questions and things like that about Sebastian, who this is really about, is there anything that you want to say to the people before we start?
I'll slow this down when it gets to the good parts.
Thank you. Thank you all those that are helping me find my son. Thank you for everybody who's showing up to search. Thank you everybody who's putting out flyers, even where they live. Every little piece helps. I want my son's name and face plastered everywhere. And if somebody out there is watching this and you have a wild, he's mine. I need to just drop him off at an open gas station and tell him to go inside and tell him who he is. And tell him to call 911.
One of the questions I was going to ask you later, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way because it goes with what you're saying. Other than what you just said, is there any other message that you would like to convey to anyone who might have information about Sebastian's whereabouts? Anything that you want to say to them at all outside of what you just said?
Show up, email me. There are people on Facebook that for all these sites. Send it to them. You know, there's Miss Terry Lynn. She has a podcast. She wants people to send her tips. If you're local.
Again, the interview I was reviewing yesterday is from April 3rd. Just so everybody is aware, this isn't a new interview. That's why it's part 10 in the series. It is an older interview from April 3rd, 2024. That's what we were reviewing yesterday.
And you have a tip, come by where we gather before we go out to search. I live in Clarksville. You know, you'll find me. My truck's pretty easy to make. I mean, there are people, even if you want to call where I work, call, and they probably won't like this, but call Davidson Sheriff's. Davidson County Sheriff's Department. Tell them that you have a tip. They'll get it to me.
So he's telling people.
Okay, hold on. She's not adding anything additional right now, but I'm going to take you guys back upstairs so you can hear better because it's kind of loud out there. So give me a second. We're going to walk back up the stairs because, you know, I walk up and down, up and down, up and down. We're getting our workout in before this ass dragging that I'm about to get. We got to stretch for this reach of an ass drag, and I'm about to get, even though my booty hangs low, it wobbles to and fro. You can tie it in a knot. You can tie it in a bow. Anyways, that's usually my boobs, but I'm wearing an actual bra today. Okay, here you go.
Called Davidson. Yes, it's April 3rd revival. April 3rd. Here, let me show it again, just so everybody has it. April 3rd, 2024. So we're finally in the beginning of April. Yeah, he's asking people to call Davidson County. Again, this was April 3rd, 2024. We're continuing to go through the interviews and listen to Seth's own words. This is from the April 3rd one. Any other questions before I go?
Pretty sure I've gotten a lot of support from Davidson County.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Which he works for Davidson County, and just in case anybody doesn't know, the incident Sebastian went missing from Sumner County. Sumner County is the lead on this with TBI. FBI is assisting, Secret Service is assisting, of course. But Sumner County is where this actually took place.
So you did.
Seth works as a correctional officer for Davidson County, or did. I don't know the current state of his job, nor do I care. But he's saying that they've been supportive to him again.
To get it to you. And then at the same time, you know, if it comes up and you guys need to get a tip to somebody, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to
No. Any tips should go directly to law enforcement. Hey, Mercedes girl. Oh,
I thought you were reviewing me. Sounds like I'm just fucking talking. Where's the correcting me here? Come on.
to law enforcement. I complain of this all the time, and I've seen other people doing it. I've seen people on TikTok having lines, like tip lines and stuff. Only information should go to law enforcement if it's credible.
Pascal, you can reach out to anybody that has anything. For me, out of all the cases that we've talked about, this one really hits.
Wait, she's pointing out hypocrisy. Where is it? Where's the hypocrisy?
Because I am local. I live in Sumner County.
Silence.
Very, very close to me. This is my community. Sebastian is my neighbor. And even though you're in Clarksville, you are too. Although getting from here to Clarksville is not a straight shot. But
Let me go.
you know, this is.
Water is.
All right, I'm going to tell you real quick where I'm
I got to tell you where she's got to tell you. Okay, she's going to tell us where she's going.
getting to. Here's my main issues with this chick. She's going to, like,
Here's-
Steph's going to say things, and she's
here's-
going to keep saying, that's not true, that's false, because Chris,
That's the. So she can't even use my content to tell you the problem she has with my content. Okay. Yeah, she's got me on screen. I can't pull her from here because she took the stream down already. So let me show you what you guys are looking at. You guys are looking at this. This is from her stream just a minute ago.
okay, you said this. And what she'll do is she'll shut Seth down or anybody else, and she uses everything that Chris and Katie says as factual. That's
No, I don't think it's everything that they say is factual. I take it at surface value. This is what they said. Their baseline has not changed. You claim that they've lied. I've asked you to point out the lies. You have not pointed out the lies. You just keep coming back, just like what you just did there. You use my content to point out hypocrisy. You don't say a fucking word about what I'm actually saying to what Seth said, but then you stop it. And then you're like, I have a problem with this, this, and this. Things that I'm not even doing. Oh, Bree, thank you so much.
not being factual and non-biased. That, whether it comes from Seth Rogers, Chris, or Katie, any three of them, that is another person's accusation or claim. it's not factual, as she says. You can't just automatically say, oh, well, that's not true. Seth said it. Kate said it.
Seth, I'm not saying what Seth is saying isn't true. I'm saying his story has changed in the interviews that we've watched.
It's fact. Right. That's what she does. How can you say that you are shooting down misinformation when you're taking one side as fact and shutting the other one down as an outright lie every time?
Wrong. I've got plenty of questions on the other side too. But they're questions that, unfortunately, we have to wait for law enforcement to answer.
But she'll believe things Seth says if it's convenient for her narrative. This chick is not. And I'm going to tell you something else, too.
No, I believe when Seth talks and he doesn't change the story.
I will not call her a do-gooder again because that went to her head. Honey, when we say that...
She will not call me a do-gooder because it's going to my head. No, ma'am. You have this whole persona of me that I don't have. Y'all with these little expectations or insecurities about my intelligence or that I'm a do-gooder, all this stuff. Like, if it makes you that insecure that I feel this strongly about the victims and their families, that's, again, a fucking you problem, not a me. You can call me a do-gooder. I don't give a fuck. You don't know me, period.
You're a do-gooder. It doesn't mean that we think you are a good, righteous person.
I don't give a fuck what you think about me personally. Truthfully, sorry, just don't care. Not today, tomorrow, or any other day. Or any of the other random strangers on this internet running around in chats, talking all sorts of shit. We'll talk about that too.
It's mocking. You are a fraud.
I'm a fraud.
Yes.
I'm a fraud. Even though you just played my content, couldn't correct a fucking thing. But I'm a fraud? Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I'm fraud.
She's the. I'm gonna tell you.
Know it all in the world. I know everything.
My intelligence really makes you too insecure. It's sad.
You're all wrong. Everybody's wrong but me.
This is regular speed too. This is not slowed down. This is how slow Sarah talks. That's Sarah's suspicions. Let's get it right. Sarah's suspicions is who you're hearing because you're going to want to know who it is.
Yeah. She's smarter than everybody. She knows it all. She's, you don't know anything and she knows everything.
I love all these people that put me on pedestals. It really is fun watching how insecure some of y'all are. That's a you thing, not a me. I don't have to tell you that I'm smarter than you. I don't have to tell you that I'm prettier than you. I don't have to tell you any of that stuff. You guys obviously are telling yourselves that. Not me. I don't do that. That's fucking cringe. I can't stand when people try to tell you how smart they are and how like, I hate even. Ugh.
Yep.
Hey, nonsense. I know a lot too.
Ooh. You know a lot, Brittany? Are you trying to dangle information about me? Is that what you're doing here? Like I came in your comments and told you, expose it. Expose me. Please attempt to ruin my life. Trust and believe the information you're getting has already been tried. You'll never tell me about my life or ruin my life. I've lived my life. You have not a fucking clue. But just hold on.
I know a whole lot.
Expose it. Do it.
Yep.
Do us all a favor. Expose me.
It's great, but we need eyes. We need people. We need people. We need people to come together as a community. This is a 15-year-old child that doesn't deserve what has happened to him to have happened to him.
Please do.
Yeah, I agree with you. I need a special needs child.
All right, here's the difference. Here's the difference between me and somebody like this person, Sammy. I'm not spending all my time correcting other creators and calling them out about everything they say and saying how wrong they are.
You can't even correct me when you're playing my stream. That's pretty sad and pathetic.
I'm not out here on these YouTube streets with my nose in the air.
I'm not either. Double chins, sometimes they're in the air. Most of the time they're resting on my chest.
Going and
my boobs rest on my knees. My nose is definitely like, it's crooked and all, especially when my sinuses are flared up. But other than that, nah. I thought penises hung down, not up in the air, and I've been told I have a dick nose. So wouldn't that mean my nose is hanging on the ground? I don't know.
Now everybody's flaws and calling everybody out for being, whatever she says we are. That's the difference. I'm not out here doing that. I'm merely
Obviously, because you fucking suck at it.
showing where this woman is
Oh, just wait, Am.
a fraud.
I'm a fraud.
She's an absolute fraud.
I'm an absolute fraud. I'm changing my name. Becky, the fraudulent fraudster, at your service.
Yep.
Yep. Say it
I'm
ain't
trying to show it.
So let me get this straight. You bitch, if I cover
She can't even talk like me well. Like, come on, at least get some pizzazz in there.
you, and then when I don't, you are now asking for attention again.
I went in her comment section and she pinned it, of course. I said, so let me get this straight. You bitch if I cover you, bitch, if I cover you. And then when I don't, you are now asking for attention again? Because I haven't been covering her. I've been moving on to the other fucking train wrecks that are just like her. So she's triggered because I went in there and said something. One of my friends in the comment section here texted me and said, hey, what did you do? She's triggered and reviewing you again. I said, oh, let me go cheat. Let me go cheat. Here we go.
Bitch, I don't want your attention.
No one wants
You
attention.
aggravate me. You
We're
annoy
just
me.
finding out
You
I aggravate and annoy her. We've gotten to the A's in the dictionary today, friends. I'm an asshole too.
hypocrisy.
You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine.
Nonsense.
Anybody-
Your own words contradict yourself,
Yeah.
honey.
My own words contradict my own self, honey, according to Sarah.
And this isn't about.
Leave that man alone. He's a grieving father.
Yeah, she doesn't care about.
Leave that man alone. He's a grieving father. So showing his own words that he put out here publicly is somehow damaging his reputation. Okay.
That. She doesn't
Back
care.
the fuck off the family.
Love you too, Miss Leah.
I thought you don't like that. That's everything you're against, but yet that's what the fuck you're doing.
That's not what she's
Tell me what I'm doing, Sarah.
against.
You support some bitch that fakes fucking cancer. You support.
I support some bitch that faked fucking cancer. Again, show me the proof. I don't know nothing about this. This is before my time. I don't know that community. If this happened, show me the proof. I've asked for it numerous times.
Another bitch that fucking threatened Seth. Get the fuck out of here with your.
And I support another bitch that threatened Seth. Okay. It's interesting when you go in comment sections and talk to other creators, you're automatically friends. I've been on your panel too, BJ. Does that mean that we're buddies? Besties for the resties.
Like fraudulent looking ass.
She sure is fake. We know just how fake
Dumbass on the web. I know a lot more than you think we know.
I mean, like you want to call me out?
I know a lot more than you think I know. What's that trying to imply, Sarah? Where are you getting your information from, Sarah? Oh, I know. Don't worry, I know, because you're going to tell us here. Hold on. You're going to get a giddy moment, and it makes me happy.
When you support crystal ball without a crystal ball, like it doesn't.
I've never supported without a crystal ball, and right there and there, you can tell who is giving her information. The artist formerly known as Fraud, aka Veda Jade. And I'm going to give you a taste of Veda Jade to end this, because you want my attention so bad, you're going to get a reminder of who this is, because that person is dangerous. I don't even fuck with Britney, but let me be very clear. Any of you fucking with that person and the shit she does, let me tell you, I was threatened to have my kids put on the dark web. I had CPS called on me. Don't know exactly who it was. I had death threats sent to my daughter. The only people that were around were Veda and the anti-KJs. I've never fucked with Crystal Ball. Never once. They assumed I was her. They assumed I worked with her. They went on all these things for over a year and a half. Never have been the same. Never fucking any of it was never true. Crystal Ball reached out to me, introduced herself. We talked for a few different times. She reached out to me months ago. I ignored her. I have nothing to do with her. Never support her. Think what she does to cult victims is terrible. That's that. I don't have to prove myself. Everybody knows this, that I care about knowing. Anybody that knows me comes right to me and asks those questions because I have nothing to hide. I have people in here that support Crystal Ball will tell you that I don't support Crystal Ball. But we know where that's coming from.
Worse than that.
Oh, Veda wants to do this. She wants to do this, but I'm going to shut it. I'm going to open the door and shut it right the fuck back down.
Seriously?
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off, but
Roro, I was exposed by Molly Golightly. The only thing I have is a bankruptcy. And I laughed about that. There is nothing that these dumb twats are going to tell me about the life that I've lived and the struggles that me and my kids have had, Kyle has had, that will ever phase a single one of you. All of you will be like, well, I fucking get why she's so passionate. Anything they expose, there is nothing that I'm worried about them ever saying on this app, because not one of those bitches could live a day in the shoes that I walk in every day. But we'll let them keep going. Again, trigger warning to those that have suffered from infertility or have adoptions, foster, anything. Please understand what's upcoming is disgusting. It's horrific, and it comes out of Sarah's mouth, not BJ's. But BJ allows this on her panel. Doesn't shut it down. She does eventually correct and say that she doesn't agree with it. But this is very disturbing and ignorant, to say the least.
it comes to like stuff, I really cannot.
Honey, I'm not trying to scare you.
No,
Okay.
Oh, I made another comment. Sorry. And she pinned it. I said, what you know, BJ, please expose it. You don't scare me or anyone on this app. I'm not fucking scared of these people.
Let me tell her this. This is the difference between you and me nonsense. I don't do dirt. I don't do dirty things.
I don't do dirty things. Meanwhile, attempting to dangle, like, you have information on me that you're going to expose. You know so much about me, but you don't do dirty things. I don't know fucking shit about your real life. In fact, anybody that's even attempted to tell me stuff, I've shut it down and not entertained it. I don't want to know your ins and outs. I don't need to know anything about you to know that you're a piece of flaming fucking trash. You show us that on the daily. You're welcome. And I tend to not call people trash, but you are who you hang out with. And this one you hang out with a lot.
I don't roll in the mud. I don't do filthy, dirty things behind the scenes and come out on the YouTube streets and pretend like I'm somebody I'm not. So I'm not trying to scare you in the least bit at all. I'm merely telling you that I know about you and I know who you are.
You don't know fucking shit about me, and you don't know shit. I mean, you know my name's Becky. Okay. And that I'm intelligent and think I'm smarter than everybody. Oh my God. Tell us something we don't know.
And you might have all these other people fooled in this freaking community, but I'm not.
Do you know how many people in this community actually know me, are a part of my real life? You'd be fucking scared to find out. How many really know me? How many have my phone number and we text? How many are like family to me? People I know in my real life or in my comment section. My mother-in-law, for instance. And
okay, it's not about me you think I want your attention?
Yeah.
You annoy the shit out of me. If I'm low-hanging fruit, as you say, then you can move on and continue going to cover Betty and making a hypocrite out of.
I did. And you were just attempting to review that. And that worked out how for you?
Yourself, like you've done the last couple of days.
Instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine. And
Sarah, did you just admit that Brittany's low-hanging fruit on the ground? Like, I didn't even say that she fell off the tree. You just put her on the ground. That's kind of harsh.
You know, I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking.
Did you catch that right there? Did y'all just catch that? I'm going to rewind it for you so you can make sure you heard what she just said. Remember, she said that children are off limits, right? No children should be gone at whatsoever. Listen to this. And again, my sincere apologies to anybody that has struggled with infertility in this chat, has adopted, fostered, anything.
And making a hypocrite out of yourself, like you've done the last couple of days.
Instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine. And I know you have children that you raised, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking. Unless you've carried one for 9 months and birthed a child and have a biological child of your own, to where you feel those extra emotions that you, if you're not a real parent to give birth to a real child of your own, would never know that fucking feeling, then shut the fuck up.
All right.
Here's the thing, too.
You heard that? You heard that? Nice and clear? Hold on. I think my screen recording might have better audio than that.
Whatever she
Oh,
said.
yeah, that's better.
That's the difference. I'm not out here doing that. I'm merely showing.
I know a lot more than you
Hold on.
know that fucking feeling, then shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, too. Like, it's really annoying for me about you. You chose to come after me. That'll always be.
Oh.
And continue going to cover Betty and making a hypocrite out of you. And I know who you are. And you might have all these other people fooled your attention. You annoy the shit out of me. If I'm low-hanging fruit, as you say, then you can move on and continue going to cover Betty and making a hypocrite out of yourself like you've done the last couple of days.
Instead of climbing
I've got the full thing recorded too, just so everybody knows.
that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine.
Here you go.
And I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking.
So I know you have children that you raise, but until you have one that you push out of your twat, you shouldn't be talking. First and foremost, you dumb fucking stupid twat. You ignorant fucking dumbass. Mackenzie, my 22-year-old, is my biologic child. I had her at 19 years old. My body attempted to abort her early in my pregnancy because I have female issues that caused me complete havoc. Luckily, she made it not even full term because I had to be induced because I was in preterm labor for a long fucking time. I had a traumatic pregnancy, was in the hospital so they could stop my labor 2 months early. But Mackenzie is my biologic child. She looks just fucking like me. And if you think I'm bad and have an attitude, keep fucking with my child. Keep on. But what you say about me raising other children is quite ironic. So let's let you finish.
For 9 months,
A couple days.
instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue. I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking. Unless you've carried one for 9 months and birthed a child and have a biological child of your own, to where you feel those extra emotions that you, if you're not
Those extra emotions. Because if you haven't birthed a child of your own, you can't possibly love them the same. You won't understand. The fucking ignorance. And that's Sarah speaking. Brittany is talking, yes, but it is Sarah speaking.
a real parent to give birth to a real child of your own, would never know that fucking feeling, then shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, too.
Telling me to shut the fuck up.
Like, it's really annoying for me about you. You chose to come after me. That'll always be. Like, we're not going to change.
I absolutely did. You're right. I did. I came after you correcting the misinformation that is harmful that you're putting out here about a missing child. Absolutely. 100%.
History. You come after me for a solid month before I ever even spoke your name. I didn't even know who you were.
Who brought up Veda nonsense? You did. No one said anything about Veda Jade.
I made a comment. I was like, oh, I know exactly where you're getting your information from. Let me tell you something about her. I'll tell you in the end of this. I'll let them get through this because this is pure disgusting.
But you know what? Maybe we will go that route. You know what? I'm going to get
I never said anything about Veda.
I'm getting in touch with Veda. That's good.
How many of you in the comments have heard them invite Veda to come in? Fucking months ago, Sarah was talking about Veda. The other night, they were like, oh, Veda, please do. I'm not telling you. I'm actually encouraging you. Go down that route. I absolutely 100%. Please do. But if anybody gives a fuck about Brittany, they will tell her that's fucking dangerous. Not for me. You ain't going to do anything to me. I've already gone through it. There's police report after police report on Veda Jade. Trust and believe. I'm not fucking around. And I'm going to show you some of the lies that she tells that are dangerous. So you want to walk down that rabbit hole? Please feel free to. Let Sarah continue. But all of the mods that actually give a fuck about Brittany, you might want to do your research and help wake her up, because any of that information is going to destroy her, not me. Because Veda is a fucking clown, a liar, and a fraud. And that's factual. I'm not just saying it to fit in.
You know what? She wants us to. Fine, let's do it. This might get interesting, y'all.
Nobody even said anything.
You've already told us you've been in contact with her. That's it. I don't fuck with anybody that fucks with Veda Jade. I don't care. That's lines for me. That's a boundary for me. I've removed mods because of that. Nope. I want nothing to do with people that think this is a game when my real life is being fucked with. You can't have those, respect those boundaries. It is what it is. Walk right into them. Please do. Please fucking do.
About Veda. You brought Veda up.
Ain't that funny?
I brought Veda up. No, ma'am. You guys brought her up when you were trying to intimidate and threaten me a month and so ago when Sarah was on your panel.
Absolutely.
I brought Veda up like 20 lives ago.
You absolutely
said how you stalked her fucking life and trashed her and drug her. And then when you were done with her, you moved on to the next. That's just what you do.
Trashed her and drug her. Oh, you are so naive.
Oh, look, you can't stand it. Look at you. Like, you want to talk about me. Here you are raiding my chat when I give back a little bit of what you've been doing to me.
Raiding her chat by going in there and said, who fakes cancer? I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Just like the F word. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I don't see all. I'm not fucking magic, people. And I'm not anybody's goddamn babysitter.
And don't say that and you have the audacity. I'm going to point it out.
Audacity.
That you don't like the drama out here. Please, that's what you're here for.
Oh, no. Don't get it wrong. I like some of the drama. You're just fucking not even fun. You're not even fun drama. You're annoying like the fucking whiskey yapping at my ankle. That's what you are. I like some pizzazz. It's just boring for me, though, because I don't know. It is what it is.
That's all you're about.
Oh, okay.
You can't sit there and say that you are here for the victims and their families while slagging the father of a missing child. Let's be real.
So using his own words to point out what he has said is slagging the father. Okay.
All right.
Makes it that much
A 15-year-old child who doesn't deserve what has happened to him, but we don't know what has happened to him.
more.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, in her comment section, Mama Khan's bowl cut. Let me show you guys this. Right there at the top, right there. You see that? Anybody can see what that says? Nonsense looks like a witch. Woo-hoo-hoo. She has a black heart. I also got a robotic device in there too with my black heart. The kids need removed. Because I look like a witch and I have a black heart, my kids need removed? I thought children were off limits. Oh, no, that was acceptable. My kids need removed. Okay. A child who doesn't deserve what has happened to him, but we don't know what has happened to him.
More.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, you're going to say?
I guess so. She must have like a MRI machine, something, X-ray vision.
Right here. She's going to say right here, we don't know what happened to him, right? But here in a little bit, you're going to push that he is a runaway. And you push that off as fact all the time, that this child is a runaway, when we have no clue what happened to Sebastian.
And Brittany didn't say anything. Mods didn't remove that comment. Nothing. Just making sure everybody's on the same page here. And we don't stoop that low. So do not talk about her children. Do not go after. Nope. I don't fuck with that shit. That's why I'm saying you sit back and watch these people expose themselves.
Want to talk about facts? You want to talk about facts for a minute, Becky? Let's talk about facts. They don't have a scent trace of Sebastian. They've never got a scent from any dog. Not one dog that has been on that property has picked Sebastian's scent up.
Actually, that's disputable between multiple dog handlers, and that's not up for me to decide. Again, law enforcement, but okay.
One that come from a police officer, but y'all continue to push that he walked out of the house.
Problem with me being mouthy. It's okay for nonsense to be mouthy, but Miss Sarah can't. Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute.
So people in Brittany's comments start pointing out what she said about people not being able to birth children. Not people that I know, people from her comment section took offense to the comment that Sarah made. Now listen to what Sarah's about to say.
On a second. Britt, you dragged your
Shut the
mother.
fuck up.
Show me where I've dragged Katie and Chris, Tonka girl. This is my problem with you right
Oh, no, they just let it go.
here. Show me where I've dragged them. I haven't dragged them, but I can show you where Steph's got dragged. And listen, don't hold me accountable for other people's words.
Meanwhile, she didn't address Sarah. She allowed that to be said. And now we're going to hear defensive of what Sarah said. And then she'll back it off.
Sarah is her own person and I'm my own person. If you don't want me to hold you accountable, I'm not going to don't hold me accountable for the things that other people say. That's not.
I don't bring people on panel and allow them to do this shit. Never would happen. I'd fucking boot them right off the fucking panel and apologize profusely because I think that's ignorant and disgusting.
How this works.
I didn't say nothing wrong.
She didn't say anything wrong. You heard it. Sarah's own words. What she said about having biological children is not wrong, okay?
I spoke the truth.
She spoke the truth.
And that was not a low
Exactly.
blow. Wait a minute,
Exactly.
Miss Fletcher. Wait a minute, Miss.
And that's not a low blow, according to what she's saying. And now she's going to address Mrs. Fletcher.
Fletcher, that's not a low blow because she can, wait a minute, she can go around saying, unless you've had a missing child, you have no room to talk, you don't know how it feels. So when I say, unless you've given birth to a
So she tries to use that once again and say that I say you have no idea unless you've had a child go missing. I don't even know how it feels and never want to be in the shoes. I can't imagine the fears and the desperation and all of the things that the families are going through. Why I think it's disgusting how misinformation spreads. Again, there's no comparison in what the two of these things are, though.
biological child and or haven't been that kind, you don't know that parent feeling. You don't know what it, but never mind. Y'all don't get it. I ain't even gonna fucking try.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have tried to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's here's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with what I said. It's plain and
I
clear.
get what you're.
Nothing wrong with what she said. It's plain as day.
I know, but there are people that adopt kids that love their kids. I
Right,
don't
but it's
see what I'm
still
saying.
not the
That's gonna-
same.
Now Brittany is half-assed trying to correct her.
You carry a child for 9 months and give birth. It's a different feeling. It's a different connection. I have a stepson, so I get it.
Hold on, and I'm
just
gonna say
myself.
this.
And here we go, tokenizing. I have a stepson. I know how it is. Totally different than what you just attempted to say. You flat out said that if we have not pushed a child out of our twats, you can't possibly love a child the same way or understand or experience. No, that's what you fucking said. Stop trying to spin it. You said nothing wrong. Fucking stand on that shit then.
I'm absolutely tired of this. This is the shit y'all do. You're gonna take that one thing that Sarah said, and you're gonna center focus on
Oh,
that.
but I did.
And how dare anybody focus on what Sarah was saying? Somehow it becomes my fault that people are paying attention to what Sarah said and were offended by it.
Oh, everything about being a top
Overlook
parent, red and white
other
mom
stuff.
comes to you because I have a stepson. Shut the
Overlook the other stuff. What other stuff? Because nothing that was said anywhere in that stream was nearly as offensive as what Sarah just did and you allowed on your panel.
Are you
know nothing.
Yeah, Seth is adopted. The irony of it all.
Look at you.
You know
You're the biggest-
nothing.
Hold on.
See, they don't even know shit.
Oh, nonsense. You are the biggest virtue signaler ever.
Virtue signaling. Now, again, I'm back to virtue signaling because I think it's disgusting. And I made a comment that said, continue to support things like trashing women who can't have children. Keep digging that hole. That's what I said. I stand right fucking there. I had a full hysterectomy at 26 years old because of female issues called endometriosis. I have PCOS still. I had major issues. I was lucky to be able to have one child of my own. A lot of women don't experience that. A lot of people have lost children. A lot of people suffer from horrific infertility and go through horrific IVF. A lot of people have suffered horrible loss. I can say I'm not in that group, but I can't even imagine how this shit makes those people feel. The ignorance coming out of your mouth is disgusting. Fucking pure filth, Sarah. Once again, showing us your trashy side. And BJ, that's your buddy, right?
Center focus on the one thing that she said. You want to talk about me supporting somebody who continue supporting somebody that calls people the FAGG word, and you continue supporting somebody who freaking.
I don't stand with that. Not at all. When it was brought up to me, I had no idea what was said, who said it. Truthfully, no clue. I can't be in all places at all times. Sorry. I know who said it. I also don't agree with it. I don't think it's acceptable. It offends communities just like this. It offends entire communities. I don't stand for that shit. It wasn't done here. It wasn't said here. I'm not going around babysitting other creators' beefs. It was used by Clue, again, not agreeing with it or condoning it, after she was doxxed by, what's his name? Ghost? That guy? That's when it was used. Again, I'm not making fucking any excuse for it. It's offensive to people. I get it. I wasn't there. Smoke, thank you. Why did I call him Ghost? I don't know.
Cancer. If we're two can play that game.
I'm sorry you can't have children. That is terrible. I didn't know that. And I am sorry for that. But you still.
And I said something about women suffering from infertility. I'm sorry that you can't. No, again, you missed the point. I had a biological child. She's 22 years old. But you know what's fucking shitty? She was told at 14 years old she'll never be able to have children. Why do you think she loves animals so much? And I continue to tell her not to give up hope. But fuck you all the way, Sarah. Respectfully, with all the disrespect intended from women who struggle with infertility issues. You fucking nasty twat.
Nonsense said that.
Oh, God,
continue
yeah,
trashing women that cannot have children and digging that hole. How did I know that? I'm sorry you cannot have children. You know what? And that's great that you're raising someone else's, but you still don't motherfucking know how it is. So you shouldn't be talking shit on set.
Here's the thing, nonsense. You're not going to sit there. I'm very tired of this because you've done this to me from the very beginning, and this is the game you play.
I've done this to her from the very beginning. She even slapped her desk. So the comment she pins is virtue signaling is supporting women who can't have children. I'm virtue signaling now because I think it's a problem with what Sarah said. So me virtue signaling again. Okay.
If somebody says something, you center focus on that one thing and you leave out everything else. And you
there was nothing else being said that was problematic. I could have cared less if you rip on me, call me names. I don't give a fuck. What Sarah said was problematic and offended people in your very chat. And instead of acknowledging that, you're trying to spin this weird thing that somehow it's my fault that people are focusing on what Sarah said. Fuck you.
is to try to deflect from everything else that I'm saying here. First of all, I didn't even say that, but you know what you're going to do? You're going to go live on your channel. You're going to focus on that one thing and say, Brittany's against mothers who can't have kids.
No, I didn't say Brittany. Not at all. This is Sarah, but you allowed it on your panel. And now you're making weird excuses for her odd behavior.
No, I'm telling you now,
Oh,
you're
you're
the
gonna
biggest
wear
hypocrite ever because you support, if that's the case, then you are homophobic. You are freaking in favor of people lying about having cancer because you support all that shit.
No, never once. Not homophobic in the slightest. Again, I don't have to prove these things. My actions speak louder. Again, I absolutely find problems with those terms being used. There's a lot of shit a lot of people say that I find problems with. What am I supposed to do? Go around and fucking give everybody a tardy slips? Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I can't change entire communities and how they disrespect people in other communities. I don't have that power. I try to do better and be better myself and hope that other people will do the same. It's a learning process. Do we all fuck up? Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm triggered by you being manipulative and using one thing that a person said that I didn't even say, and you're going to fucking shine a light on that and you'll run with that for the next week. That's how you work.
But I'm not.
No, I don't need to run with it for the next week. Again, I'm not even saying you said this. You allowed it on your panel. I don't have to fucking lie. I just have to play your own words. I've told you from the jump. I don't have to expose you. You expose yourself.
Not wrong, nonsense. That's fine if y'all want to think that because you're trolls and you want to use it against me. Nothing
I'm a troll. Revival. I bet you Sarah watched that one video where that one stupid creator responded and I was laughing so hard about trolling them with my foot and my hand picks, sending them on a witch hunt because it was fucking funny as shit. And yeah, I was trolling them back. They said I was KJ. Hello, that's like insulting.
That was wrong. I said until you've actually had a child of your own, you should shut the fuck up about other parents and their parenting. You don't have children of your own.
You know what, Jeff? I appreciate you saying that. Really. I really do. And I appreciate you going in there and saying that too. I am not perfect. I was raised in a very, very strict, embarrassing to even say, evangelical, extremist evangelical home. I hate the hatred that people get because of the lifestyles they choose and who they choose to love and have sex with. Whoever people choose to love and have sex with, that's none of our business and should be accepted. I don't know. It just, love is love to me. I don't give a shit.
So shut the fuck up. Sorry, not sorry. What the fuck? There's nothing wrong with what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't agree with it.
There's nothing wrong with what I'm saying. Sarah is still trying to double down. Brittany does finally say, I don't agree with it.
I really don't. I'm just going to be real. Because listen, my dad adopted me and raised me.
I have a stepson. I get it.
So now they're trying to, level it out here. My dad adopted me. I have a stepson. No, what you said and what you allowed was very, very present.
Oh, it's just that we don't got it.
I'm telling you right now, it's fucking different.
Oh, she's far from homophobic. Well, she sure supports somebody that says the F word. How is that any different than what she's doing to me right now?
Again, I didn't know it happened. I've spoke about me disagreeing with the use of that term. What else is the expectation? What do you want me to do?
How's that any different? Now they come raid my chat. When do you ever see me come raid any of my people raid her chat?
I didn't raid her chat. I absolutely posted it because she was fucking going off. And I absolutely said, she wants some attention. I reposted it. I shared you. You should be thankful.
Wait a second.
I don't think people understood what I was trying to say, and it's getting
misconstrued.
So I'm just gonna shut up. It just got misunderstood, and
this is how
she blows it up, and then she blows it up, and then everyone's like, "Oh God!"
Then I blow it up. Sarah was just misunderstood, even though she was double, tripling down that she said what she said, and she was right about what she said. Somehow it got turned into that was my fault that people were offended by what Sarah said.
And then now Brittany's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that. I don't agree with it." You know what?
No.
And now she's turning on Brittany. She says, and now Brittany says, "You shouldn't have said that. I don't agree with it."
I know. No, because
what the fuck I was saying.
No, because seriously, you got to think. Just because you don't like her, there are people that are raising kids that love their kids just as much. No, it doesn't have to be somebody that.
Right. That wasn't my point. My point was, unless you know the feeling. Never mind. I'm not even gonna fucking try.
Oh, you're fucking stupid, red white mom. You're stupid. There's nothing about me that's homophobic. My brother's gay.
Again, tokenizing your brother to try and excuse behavior. What?
Are you fucking kidding me? I have stood up for him to my own family. Don't come in here with that bull.
And that's great. I'm glad you are. People need to defend it. Absolutely.
Bullshit. Don't even. And stop holding it against me what other people say.
I'm not holding against you what other people say, unlike what you're doing to me with Clue and Granny constantly. That's your source of contention is Granny and Clue, but you hold me responsible. They're not on my panel saying this shit. It would never happen. Never fucking happen. I would boot that shit so fast and have such a nope, never gonna happen. But that's not what happened. Sarah was just on your panel and said this shit on your panel. Now it's silent. Sarah's still up there, throwing a fit.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna jump down, Britt, because I have a lot going on, and this is the reason why I didn't want to get up on your panels. Because
I think I'm gonna jump down. This is the reason I didn't want to get up on your panel.
Because people are gonna attack you about something that someone else said. You're gonna agree with them and turn on me. No fuck, I'm done.
Nicole,
did you hear that? Did you guys fucking hear that? Let's rewind that. Sarah's pissed now because Brittany disagreed with her.
People are going to attack you about something that someone else said. You're going to agree with them and turn on me. No fuck, I'm done.
Nicole, do you not see the hypocrisy?
She said that right to Brittany. You're going to agree with them and turn on me. So she hops down.
I'm saying if nonsense wants to play that game with me and hold it against me, what other people say, then I'm going to do the same thing back to her.
I'm not holding it against you. What Sarah said was ignorant, and it came out of Sarah's mouth. You allowed it on your panel. That's a difference. I'm not holding it against you. I don't think you're responsible for that. You should have booted her right then and there, or should have cut her off out of respect for your own fucking chat and humans in your chat and women that struggle with infertility.
She wants to support people that go around calling people F words, talking about how they're autistic and don't give a fuck, that kind of stuff.
I don't agree with that. And I also don't agree with armchair diagnosing people either. I've said that publicly too.
Who fake cancer, then yeah, if she's going to hold it against me, something Sarah said that I don't agree with, yeah, I'm going to hold it against her, the things that her friends say.
My friends. You notice how they just became my friends? Fellow creators I barely know. Talked to a few times are my friends. Want me to rewind?
Her. She wants to support people that go around calling people F words, talking about how they're autistic and don't give a fuck, that kind of stuff. People who fake cancer, then yeah, if she's going to hold it against me, something Sarah said that I don't agree with, yeah, I'm going to hold it against her, the things that her friends say. My husband didn't get me demonetized for saying that fucking word. I got demonetized for the fucking reused content. That shows how much you know, Nicole. You people, man. Oh, your girl Granny, she fake cancer. There's receipts to prove it. You're fine with it though, right? Like you are with everything else.
You're fine with it though. I've never seen the receipts of this with Granny. Truthfully, have never. I'm not trying to cover for Granny. I've never seen this about all of this. I've heard it talked about in passing, but I don't know those people. I don't even know that community like that, you guys. I couldn't tell you who any of their mods are. Like, I don't know that shit. I know a few of them because I recognize their name from going in their chats. I don't know that community. I will be the first to tell you. I couldn't tell you shit about the past with any of them.
Okay, KCG, a bundle of sticks. Okay.
Sarah already rage quit.
Let me see. We can be at friends. No, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the one-sided hypocrisy. Rules for thee, but not for me. You'll come over here and you'll talk to me about how I'm wrong for this, but for you, you don't even hold yourself to these standards. There's my problem with you, Becky.
What standards that I think you should do better for victims? I could give two fucks less about your personal beef with other creators. This is where people get me so wrong. I don't give a fuck about the drama between creators and the shit you guys throw at each other. Don't care. Not at all. I care about how you guys do victims and their families. That's what I give a shit about. That's what bothers me. I don't care about creators. Truthfully, we all knowingly came on this app. We can shut it off. These families cannot. She's silent. She'll talk again in a second.
Mustard Mouse, I didn't bring up kids. So if you're not doing anything talking to me about it, I'm responsible for my own words. That's it. I'm sick and tired of being held responsible for everybody else's. God doesn't hold us accountable for the actions of others. So I don't think any of you are freaking entitled to hold me accountable for the actions of others.
That's a weird analogy, bringing God into it. Again, the whole fucking trash evangelist. Like, stop trying to, like, if you, Becky, don't go there. Stop trying to manipulate people with your whole fake Christianity stuff. It's not very becoming, and it gives people who are truthful, faithful believers a bad reputation because you weaponize it to use in situations like that. And none of us think we're God. And if somebody does, that's kind of fucking weird.
Who's talking about your looks?
I pointed out, like, people in the comment section were just going ham about my looks, about me. Like, they were just one after the other. And I do what I normally do, ignore 99% of them, because I don't care what random strangers say. Like, one of them even said, this account by the name of Looking Beyond, I'm so disappointed in you, nonsense. Random fucking strangers being disappointed in me. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, cheese and rice.
This really goes to show you right here.
She just said that. Oh, your little fake Christianity is falling apart. She's
Let me
still
see.
quiet.
I don't know who's talking about her looks. If there's anybody talking about her looks, stop.
The fucking comment section was talking about my looks. Again, I don't care. I don't need self-inflated like that. I am very content in my relationship. He somehow likes to look at me, so okay. So fucking weird. But your
Please.
comment section was.
Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm going to say this.
Say it.
And I'm over it at this point.
Say it.
I don't agree with the jabs about somebody not having kids. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I don't give a fuck if it's granny. I don't give a fuck if it's nonsense. I don't give a fuck if it's somebody that I've never ever met.
You were saying what? I'm glad you don't agree with that.
It's not about that. That should have never been brought up. I'm not saying this because I give a fuck what anybody that don't like me is going to say, because y'all go after me until it's fucking, it don't matter. It don't matter what, like, y'all are going to go after me regardless. But
I'm not going after you. I'm just playing back your own words to you. That seems to be in your mind going after you. These happen to not just be your words, but your cohort on panel, Sarah, repeatedly says shit and thinks it's cute and funny. And then when you're addressed because it's happening on your panel, then you feel that you're getting attacked.
I say it because this is how I personally feel, being that my father raised me my entire life and I couldn't ask for a better dad. So I am against that. I don't think that it takes somebody to birth a child to love and nurture them. That's wrong. That's not right. But with that being said, don't hold me accountable for the actions of another person.
I'm not.
Or what's being said.
You're being held accountable for allowing it on your panel.
Because Yvette, I'll tell you exactly why they are. Because as soon as Sarah says something that they can pounce on, they jump like a bunch of fucking hyenas.
A bunch of hyenas because people in her chat were offended by what Sarah said. It didn't even take me being offended by it. People were offended in her chat that subbed to her about the ignorance in that statement. One of her mods even was like, I can't, basically don't like you, but
I do support Sarah.
Beautiful.
She's my friend. I absolutely support Sarah. She's my friend.
She supports Sarah. I absolutely support Sarah. She's my friend. What side of the mouth are you talking about? What side of the face?
But I can't lie to her either. I don't agree with that. I think Sarah got upset and spoke out of anger.
So Sarah is getting a pass because she got upset and spoke out of anger because I went in there and said, wait, you don't want me to review you. You get pissed when I do. Then when I don't, you come back and want attention? Like, what are we doing? That's all it took to trigger them.
It doesn't mean I don't love and support her. She knows I do.
She knows that she does. Okay.
Right. If anybody's dragging looks, don't do that. Exactly, Nicole.
If anybody's dragging looks, yeah, the comment section was. Again, I could care less. You don't have to correct them on that. Let them call me all the names. That's a reflection of who they are, not me. It's not ever going to hurt my feelings, and that's being truthful. I could care less what you guys say about my looks, truthfully.
Exactly.
We're almost done.
Wait a second. Thank you, sweet misery.
I don't know, Bo. Oh, yeah, she does. She made a video calling me out one time before. I forgot about that.
She's honestly horrible, and you can do your own research. But if you care about others around you, please do your research. I personally would love to see it because she has lied so much. Who are you talking about?
I was actually making nice comments in her chat and telling her, please do your research on Veda Jade. If you're getting information and you're running with it, please be careful because you're not going to walk me into a bad spot there. You're going to walk yourself into one. And I was being genuine. 100%. Wasn't being facetious. I would love to see it. I would love to fucking see, because she ain't going to do damage to me. She's going to destroy you, not me. Ask her last friends how that worked out.
Sense.
No, Revival. Hell fucking no.
I'm not going down a path with anybody nonsense. That's the thing. I'm not interested in that. I'm really not interested in that.
You're not interested in that, but how many times have you tried to dangle that over my head like you have something big from Veda? You don't. We all know that. And if she's sending you stuff, please be careful because it's fabricated. Trust and believe. There's many people outside of me that know exactly what she does.
What I'm quite frankly interested in is to be left to where I can talk about my content. And if people to say that I sit there and drag families is ridiculous. And I highly disagree with you.
You do. You've been dragging Chris and Katie off of misinformation for months.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you something. To put me in the same category of Bullhorn Betty, I don't take kindly to that at all.
That's what she's offended by because I said she's nothing different than BHB. Truly, they're not. She just doesn't get out of her chair. She likes the squeaky chair too much. If she could do the same thing Betty was doing, she would. It's all the same. Misinformation is misinformation. The long-term harm it does to these families is all the same. It doesn't matter. They're all in the same crew, same group. It is what it is. The misinformation is harmful to the victims and their families. I don't care. You don't like BHB? Fine. Look at the reflection. That's what you see.
And then, oh my God.
And if you don't like the comparison of all of them, misinformation is misinformation is misinformation. It's harmful to these victims and their cases. What you doing?
All right, I'm going. I got to help. Me and Justin are working on a case of a missing 13-year-old. This shit completely derailed. Congratulations if that was your goal. Congratulations.
That wasn't my goal. It wasn't my goal to come in there and have Sarah blatantly fucking say all the shit that she said about women with infertility or people that adopt and foster kids. Was not my intent at all. I made one comment, triggered the fuck out of you guys, and it went downhill from there.
Regulations. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll see y'all over at Justin's. Samantha Joy, there's no solution. There is no solution.
And Samantha Joy, please understand, you aren't blocked. I can see you, but I have nothing to say to you. You fucking claim you filed police reports on me and my chat for hate speech. You are probably one of the most thin-skinned weirdos on this app that I've ever seen. Like, the way you behave in chats is embarrassing. Not to me, to you.
In order to have a solution, people would have to agree to not. Oh my God, it's not going to happen. I'm going to get off here, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Guys, to those of you that support me, I'll see you over at Justin's. And I'll be back. I'll be back at some point later on. I'm really frustrated. I just need to go cool off. I may come back in a little bit. I don't know.
Yep. Right over to Spanky to exploit some more cases. And she's off. Okay. Again, I apologize profusely for what was said about fertility issues and women that have not had children of their own. The ignorance that comes with that. I am extremely sorry for anybody that had to hear that. That is not the case. And I'm going to tell you something. You will never degrade me over caring and taking care of and sacrificing a huge majority of my life to provide for 2 additional children that I love dearly. I do not regret that decision in any way, shape, or form. And I've given them the best that I could. Has it always been the best? Absolutely not. I'm human. I have had those girls for 9 years. 9 years. It has been sacrifice, struggle, hardship, trauma, and healing. I am blessed to have my oldest daughter. But I know what it's like to also be at the age of dating and not being able to have kids and being looked at as you're broken or infertile or something's wrong with you because you can't provide a biologic child for a fucking male who needs a child from their loins. I've been there. You will never, ever get the opportunity to diminish another woman that has infertility issues that they have no control over in front of me. If you were standing in front of me, you'd have been picking your teeth up off the floor. Guaranteed that. Because not only did you try to take a jab at me, you took a jab at my children, who are beautiful, empathetic, sympathetic, kind, broken human beings who don't treat others the way you treat them because of your ignorance. You will never shame me for doing something to help other children. That's a you thing, and you look awfully pathetic. Now, we're going to move on for a moment because I want to show you guys a quick synopsis. And this is the attention that she wants, of course. But there's a reason why I'm going to finally give her this attention, because let me tell you, there's only so much that a person's willing to allow. And there's some things that I will never allow. Lying about child loss is one of them. Lying about being a victim of DV is another. All of which Veda Jade has done. For those of you that don't know who this is in the comment section, please, even if you don't like me, heed the warning from other people. Be very careful. This person, let me just show you. I'm going to fast forward. Actually, did I play an intro on this one? Hey, y'all. All right. We're going to speed me up. We are going to do a live, of course. I mean, I'm live. And sorry, Kiki's in the normal position like he always is. Come here, buddy. I'm not going to play this entire thing because it's almost 2 hours long, but I'm going to give you a gist of who this is. Come on. You need to get out of my way, please. Come on. He always has to stand between me and the camera or the computer. So I always am like, what is going on here? I'm hoping that Nikki from Supernatural Crime with Nikki will join us tonight. Supernatural Crime with Nikki was one of Veda Jade's friends for a long time in the comment section. But y'all, hold on. I got to get rid of Dexter. No, go sit down. Go. If she comes into the comment section, I am going to ask, please do not attack her. I am doing this video to lay things out for her because, first of all, she's in Canada and she was saying she didn't know if she could access certain things. I've already done this. So I figured I would walk through some of these situations for her because to me, these are some of the most dangerous lies that have been told and things that greatly affect many people. And these lies have grown speed. There's a couple people that I guess did videos on this backing off what Veda claimed to Top Travesty that are extremely dangerous. A couple of them have privated them or put them on members only or whatever. But we're going to correct some misinformation and make sure the memo is heard once and for all. So please understand that this is a heavy topic. This is going to be a heavy discussion. I will be trying to pay attention to the comments as much as possible, though, and I don't want any nasty, crazy BS. You guys can talk, but keep it decent because this is going to be bad enough. All right, let's go. All right, so you get a little gist. Let me go through. Okay. We're going to start with, this is all under fair use. This is from Supernatural Crime with Nikki. This is her page. There's a lot of history within these groups of people, a lot. So if the comment section kind of gets a little wonky, don't be surprised. There's a lot of past history here, and that's why I don't really navigate the comment section. I'm allowing people to speak their minds. However, the topic we're going to be discussing is domestic violence and claims that were made that I somehow shamed her DD situation. So I'm going to open here. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play a video for you. Hi, Jesse. So I was blatantly accused of using and diminishing a DV, domestic violence situation that Veda claimed happened. Never happened. All of my videos are up. There's a couple on the other channel. You can see them all. She said I threatened her family, that I was communicating with her family, none of which happened. What did happen is they created fake emails in my name, threatened my kids, threatened my family, threatened me to put me on the dark web, all of the shit. Veda and her crew. Are you in the comment section? You don't have to talk if you're here or not, but I got something I want to show you. We're going to start with the art thing just to kind of give a little bit of oomph to what you guys need. So Jesse was talking about the art stuff. He was one to like kind of say, okay, you lied about your artwork. Well, they continued to gaslight him about it. So let me just show you a quick little bit. Here's the original of the girl that Vada showed, Tube Top Travis.
So not only does she go to the extent of just lying about major things in situations that she talks about on YouTube, she also lies about simple things such as artwork that she supposedly did. She claimed she actually was employed doing artwork for a place out of Nashville, Tennessee for quite some time. All of it was lies. Some of these canvases even have clearance stickers on them. For a full exposure on Veda lying about art, please go see Burnt Toast. Burnt Toast did an entire thing. Had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
Signature and everything in it. That's the picture she originally showed as her own. So there's that. That would be, hey, Josh. Yeah. I'm not, yeah. We're not really commenting on the DVs. So you guys will understand in a minute. Okay, let's get into this. So where we're going to go is I'm going to go to the claims that were made by Nikki and Tube Top Travesty. I'm going to use her video because they show this short that Veda made. I'm going to let you see the claims. I'm going to go to my video where it actually was said, what actually was twisted and taken out of context. Then we're going to go to one of Tube Top Travesty's videos where she made more claims and continued on the story. Then I'm going to take you to the Tennessee court's website so you can source that on your own. And then I'm going to wrap it up with a bow, as you guys know I like to do. Okay.
Just like I always do. We're not going to watch this full thing. There's a playlist on this. It is called The Hidden Truth is Never Hidden. This is, I think, the first video in that playlist. If you want to see this in its full entirety, I encourage you to watch if you want to really understand the dangers of this person.
Like you can tell, I'm even like, this is a tough situation for me because this is something that I take very seriously. This isn't something that I would ever do. I'm so sick of the claims about any of this and all of this. And this to me is very damaging because there's people in this video or that in my comment section that have gone through horrific situations. This isn't something that Tube Top Travesty is weak. So everybody around me calls her Tube Top Tammy because she's always in tube tops or potato Tata. So I call her Tube Top Travesty. That's probably the nicest thing I'm ever going to call her. We nickname everybody over here for the most part.
They call her Vada Potato. They call her Tube Top Travesty, Tube Top Tammy, all sorts of things, but her name, because that's not even her name. She's still lying about her identity too.
You'll just have to ask me and I will tell you we're pretty immature. And I have no problem saying that. All right. Again, this is all under fair use. This is from Supernatural Crimes with Nikki.
Oh God, this is scary revival. Them reviewing me, reviewing, oh Lord.
I'm not doing this to shame Nikki at all. I'm doing this to prove a point that making accusations without being able to source it, even if this person is your friend or claims to be your friend, is dangerous. So let's go.
Veda's talking about Steve, saying that she thought that Steve might have been set up, right? Okay, fine. Then Nonsense decided to say, but she used that story of her brother. The brother that committed suicide, mind you.
And piece of just that's the part I'm not going to be discussing because there are people that are around us that does impact. There are family members watching this. So until they want to speak on that, I will leave that situation alone for now. I have no idea, nor do I care. But I also don't find it very, I find the fact that she has now been using you're going to push somebody, her specifically, over a Facebook post to harm themselves. She was doing that to Down the Rabbit Hole at bedtime and other people the other night. I can't get behind that either. That's a whole other situation that's going on, but we're going to kind of fast forward because I want to get to the part where she shows the short that Vada did. All right. So after I did a video, and we're going to get to there, this is the short that Veda Jade, Tube Top Travesty, put up.
Your abuse story.
Trigger warning. Heavy trigger warning. We are about to discuss domestic violence. And this is an absolutely horrific situation. But please know what's being accused isn't what happened. And I walk it all the way through with receipts.
Oh, hold on.
Who fucking says that?
Not just
They can wake up in the morning with a smile on their face.
This girl.
I don't know how anyone can support her. I really can't.
So this Nikki here is from the anti-KJ community, and she was friends with Veda Jade, and she was pushing off things that Veda Jade was telling her as fact and doubling and tripling down on them for Veda Jade.
When you twist my words, I have nothing more.
Three times, woman? From an ultra rare. I didn't even see that. It's about Ophelia. It's so devastating for a family member or a friend to find you that way. That's why I'm now at DNR and live alone. Oh my God, woman.
Hey, y'all coming in. Thank you for joining me.
This was really hard.
I don't understand it.
they have to be on this. Maybe they just love the drama. Maybe they think it's okay. Maybe they're so focused on what nonsense fucking spews that they think that she's right, or they really support. I don't know what it is. All I know is I want no part of any of them. None of it.
I'm going to show you what it actually is, Nikki. Again, don't attack Nikki. She thought she was being a good friend, I'm sure.
I know, right? Nonsense comes off as a entitled piece of shit whose shit don't stink, but looks like her breath smells like ass. She's one of those Starbucks Karens who bitch about not enough caramel latte. Probably, I don't know.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, I just know that she's horrible for what she's saying.
And I'm far from an entitled piece of shit. I do have an attitude, but
Doing.
that's it. Never
Get it.
not to.
Some things
I'll
never
show you another
change.
thing, okay? This
All
one's
right.
just
Trigger warning. Please understand that the photos that she's about to show in the clips are a little heavy.
it causes blood clots to form in your lungs. Brain or heart's called Houston. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Tammy. That is terrifying.
Here we go. Yikes.
I guess I could turn my light. I don't like
So Beta made this. Okay. Beta made this and addressed it to her online bully.
to her on.
What do you do when an evil bully tries to minimize your abuse story?
Okay. Pay
This is what she had
attention.
to fucking do to prove that she was abused. This is how fucking sick nonsense is.
This is what she had to do to prove that she was abused. Okay. So what the claim was, the reason why this short was made is they claimed that I talked about her DV situation and minimized her DV situation. After this, I will be showing you exactly what I said and why I said it. So this was Veda's response, but this was supposedly her response to why I trigger her.
That likes to minimize domestic violence. Sorry, girlfriend, I've got proof. My life is none of your damn business.
Our report was false and said some extremely disgusting things after Katie doxed her. I get she's angry, but that was the worst thing you could have ever done because she had just opened up and told her story. And people know she's lying about her identity and all of the things, and they keep coming up with the most insane lies to cover stuff.
Okay, I'm pausing this for a reason. You can scroll in if you would like to. The short, I think, is still up on Tube Top Travesty's main page. You'll notice that the bruising is below the knees. You'll notice all of the same things. She also showed a book. She showed a book of DV pictures. I am not comfortable showing those, but in that book, you will see she has all of its leg injuries, bruises on the leg injury. And when she's thumbing through that book, there is pictures. It's still up. Thank you, Revival.
Trigger warning, heavy on this. And please don't take this for what you think it is. Just wait.
She has pictures of her on crutches. Okay. Just keep those thoughts in mind for right now. Notice the song. And this gained a lot of traction. This gained a lot of traction because it's DV. She tried to spin it that I was shaming her DV. So all the antis made videos. Oh, she's a victim. How dare she do this? Horrible nonsense.
Which I never shamed her DV or minimized it ever. Didn't talk about it. Refused to.
And people support this piece of shit.
People support this piece of shit.
I've been crying and sobbing and couldn't really figure out what I was doing. Suicide is so, yeah, it is. It is. It really freaking is.
Oh,
Don't feel bad.
Missy was in the comments 3 nights ago, claiming that she knew that there was issues with Tube Top Travesty stories a couple months ago and, had a feeling and all this stuff. Meanwhile, threatening me with a face-to-face on Twitter. Now she's over here sobbing and all this bullshit. Pick a fucking lane, Misty. Pick a fucking lane.
It did. It broke my heart too. My heart still broke for this woman.
Your heart still broke. Can you imagine being the creator that you guys all ran with and shared this with thousands of people and weaponized this story to try and come at me?
Like, what do you have to say for yourself? Nonsense. Becky, whatever the fuck your name is.
I'll show you what I have to say for myself, Nikki.
How can you live with yourself? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? It's time for her to go. She needs to be off this. She needs, like, this is what you're doing on here. You're really going to torture someone just because why? Because you don't like her?
Yeah.
there's a couple things I don't fucking stand for. And lying about me like these bitches do never will fly. I have boundaries on shit, and this is one of them. And some of you should have probably learned my boundaries way before you crossed them.
Oh, and I'm a piece of shit because I didn't realize you're here, girl. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Are you okay tonight?
I'm just pissed. Like, this fucking law. Look, you know how I am. I'm
The weird one in the bottom under Nikki, that is Tube Top Travesty, Veda Jade, the one that Sarah keeps mentioning to bring back. Watch and learn.
empath and stuff. This triggers the fuck out of me. And I actually know you. Like,
Oh, girl.
I'm so angry at her. It's not even funny. Like, I had Teresa had to call me. I was like, I'm gonna flip. I have to do something. I can't just sit here on my ass and be like, oh, just let nonsense do what she wants. She'll run out of comments or shit to bitch about. But no, this is serious. You do not fucking say this shit about someone at all.
But she won't tell you what I said. She won't tell you exactly what they're claiming I said. They're running with this short.
Oh, like your brother?
Oh,
Whether he did or he didn't.
I absolutely said with my whole chest that she has flipped and changed her stories. By the way, they're on her playlist of the nonsense playlist that Tube Top Travesty still has. Why is there 24 hidden videos? And why have there been so many videos taken down? Video after video after video. And why do you think the video where she corrected me and clipped every time she said it supposedly in her magically got taken down? Again, I'm not going to disrespect the people involved in that situation and say anymore. If they want to talk about it, they can. I stand on what I said, and I have yet to not. And there are plenty of people that, oh, it just pisses me off. Breathe.
I don't care.
I've gone like numb. Like a week ago, she was upset about me reading Katie's false report. So she said that my abuse story she could poke holes in all day. So I said, so you're saying I was.
Notice that she said my abuse story. She said she could poke holes in every. Okay, let me just back that up again so you guys can hear exactly what she said. Oh, hold on, I went too far. This is such a heavy topic for me, and I'm just irritated.
Not even funny. Like I had Teresa call me. I was like, I'm gonna flip. I have to do something. I can't just sit here on my ass and be like, oh, just let nonsense do what she wants. You know, she'll run out of comments, or I mean, she has to bitch about. But no, this is serious. You do not fucking say this shit about someone at all. Like your brother.
I know.
Whether he did or he didn't, I don't care.
I've gone like numb.
Wait, Nikki, did you just say whether he did or he didn't? You don't care? I just caught that this time. Okay, I'm leaving that alone.
Like a week ago, she was upset about me reading Katie's false report. So she said that my abuse story she could poke holes in all.
I wasn't upset about them reading Katie's R report. They're talking about when they all ganged up and read Without a Crystal Ball's rape report online that has been done multiple times. I don't give a shit if you hate that woman. I don't care if she's the worst person in the world to you. That is a line that should have never been crossed, and it's disgusting. Whoever does it. I find that to be horrific, horrifying.
Day, so I said, so you're saying I wasn't physically abused because I did a story on my other. They're using my other channel against me where I'm telling my personal stories, and
so she's basically saying right there fully that I stated her abuse story was what I could poke holes in. Right? You heard it with your own 2 ears. If you need to see it again, we're gonna go look at exactly what I said. I have no problem. These are all up.
And she said that she could poke holes in my story, so I did a short, and it wasn't a short. It was
and they still motherfucking are, because I stand 10 toes down on what the F I say.
It'll be about made it into a short today or last night because I learned how the sizing I could figure out. But anyway, and I showed all the pictures. Well, then I figured she'd leave me alone. Well,
then I figured she'd leave me alone.
She goes and waits on me to go live the other night. She was mad about Nunya because Nunya's not friends with her anymore, and I guess
she has been trying to twist that entire situation.
Let's correct everything for the class. Nonsense had a boundary. Nonsense made that boundary very clear. That's why that happened. Nothing more, nothing less.
Without knowing a goddamn thing. She doesn't know anything about anything to do with what she's speaking on. She's just trying to get a rise out of anybody, and she sounds foolish as hell.
Maybe I'm the reason, I don't know. But the next, she fires up a live while I'm live, and at the end of the live, she says,
Tube Top Travesty. I don't know when you go live, so if I have ever gone live while you're live, it's coincidence. I have never once gone live because you're live. I'm not a 12-year-old little girl. We don't have the same viewers. The only viewers of mine that watch you because you're dangerous. That's it. This whole weird shit of, oh, nonsense always goes live when I go live. Like, get the fuck off of it. That's never the case. That's never been the case. She just cannot be honest about a goddamn thing. Anything.
It's because the story was about Nunya and Queen Bee. It was Queen Bee versus Nunya. That's what the thumbnail was. And people were wondering how I knew Queen Bee. I was giving them the backstory, and all I said was, I could, feel what Letitia was feeling because my brother had hung himself from a tree. And I went on. I didn't go any further from there. I didn't want to get into that. And so she fires up a live and goes, well, her whole story changed. She's exploiting her brother. Before she's had a railroad track. Now she's saying he's hanging from a tree. Well, he hung himself from a tree.
God, you explained that.
At the railroad track. And so last night, she said that she had tons of clips that a bunch of people sent her clips. So I went and collected every single clip off of both of my channels. I spent 9 hours doing it.
Everything's 9 or 10 hours with her too.
And having to listen to myself retell that story over and over and over. And I got every single clip. So this morning she goes,
no, you didn't.
Live. And she's laughing and she said, oh no, there's more clips than that. And I'm not going to do it because it's not my story. So I'm not going to show you guys.
And I already said that was a mistake. I shouldn't have talked about it. I should have just showed the clips right then and there. And then I realized no matter which way I went, if I showed the clips, then
oh, fuck. Did I admit that I made a mistake and shouldn't have done it? I should have either fucking showed it or not talked about it. Oh, wait. Nonsense acting like she's perfect again, making mistakes out here and admitting to it. Fuck, oh dear.
Was shaming it for her, and I was going to be suicide. I was degrading his suicide or this, that, and the other. I was in a lose-lose situation, and I admitted I should have played the clips. That is one regret I did have. However, that has nothing to do with her allegations about the abuse, which are heavy.
So that that proves you're a fucking liar nonsense right
Absolute
there. And then she's like, she's still a liar. She's told so many different stories. She's just trying to do it all on purpose. But you know what? I decided to put myself in a numb mode.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't fucking have to.
In a week and a half.
That's my point. She shouldn't even be talking about you, especially those two topics.
Okay. We don't need to listen to any more of that bullshit because let's just go listen to what the fuck I said. What kicked all this off, where the DV allegations came from. This is my video from my All the Nonsense channel. This is when I was trying to show empathy.
By the way, the All the Nonsense channel, if you want to sub up to it, we make Christmas candy and goodies during like holiday seasons. That's all it's for.
To Top Travesty, aka Veda Jade. This is from 1 month ago. It's still on my channel from November 1st, 2023. We're just going to listen to a little bit so you can hear with your own words. Please ask any questions that you have. I'm just a moment while I finish this bro. I've got a busy day today, so just because we're gonna speed me up because I just rattled. That's not this facial stuff. Oh, that's amazing. I tend to be out when I don't come because then you get all the leftover candy. All right, we're just gonna be very casual. Okay, so most of you are aware that I got doxxed
This is like triplets. This is scary.
by Katie Joy over the weekend. It all started happening on Instagram. For those of you that are not aware, this was shortly after she was doxxed by Katie Joy on Instagram. As you guys know, the time frame. If you need dates and things of that nature, please feel free to reach out and ask. That took place on Instagram. Okay. There's a few things here. First of all, I need to say, like, there's a big part of me that no, I don't give a shit. I don't. And the reason I'm opening with that is because I'm not expecting you guys to give a shit either or feel some sort of way. You're entitled to your feelings on this situation, but please hear me out. Please understand where I'm coming from in this situation, and please refer back to some of the things that we dealt with in the past, such as Michelle. I see a very dangerous situation on the horizon. I don't mess with any of those groups on the pro KJ side or on the anti side. I cannot even understand or fathom how people's hate has driven them for 5 years. And I'm not talking just one person. It is multiple. Their hate guides them from every perspective. And the biggest thing for me is I expected to see people reaching out in support of that because they're her friends, right? Like, sorry, this is kind of a double dose of nonsense, which is a little too much, but I appreciate y'all bearing with me. People that would have her
Now it's a fucking triple dose of nonsense. And I really hate it.
best interest at heart. But instead of seeing that, I'm seeing all of the people that she claims are her friends, helping her double down, triple down on lies. Now, for somebody that claims to have such a computer science background and know so much about computers, that I'm addressing you specifically here.
Oh, I forgot she claims to be a computer expert.
You're really naive and ignorant and borderline. It worries me. It actually really worries me because it takes a whole 2 minutes to verify this information. It takes a whole 2 minutes to realize that your face is all over the internet. Tagged in photos you probably don't even know are out there. I have no intent of going real life on her or dropping the photos of comparison, but the continual lies, and she is being egged on by the people she calls friends to continue these lies because they are just guided by their hatred and they don't give a shit about the reality of what they're walking her into. She came out the other night swinging hard, going after freaking Katie and Katie's story that she told about her own personal information. That you're an evil person, and I will never forget that, and I will never not say that. However, I don't even think you would stoop that low. The low that you stoop to after sharing your private, intimate stories yourself was a low that I never expected out of you. You said last. Pay close attention to what I'm saying in this. I just turned the lights purple behind us for DV awareness. In your video that you don't even have a problem with Katie. You don't have an issue with Katie, then whose fight are you fighting? Because it's obviously not yours. And you're walking into a complete and utter train wreck. Because again, I'm gonna say it again, it is 5 minutes to vet anybody that has any type of a little bit of common sense can vet that information is you and pull a 500 photos that prove that you didn't have pink hair for 10 years. I don't care about your background. I don't care about what you've done in your past. People change. I don't give a shit. What I care about is the current situation. And I shouldn't even care about the fact that you're getting drugged all over and this is going to open up Pandora's box. But my problem is you're not able to handle this, in my opinion. You're not going to be able to handle the backlash because the moment that they start doing what you've done, you and your friends done to you to debunk every lie that you've told, which has been extensive, but I can do it with my eyes closed in 2 minutes with factual proof. I won't, but I could. I'm not a low down snake like that. But they don't give a fuck about you, Vada. They are using you as their last hurrah to try and take Katie out. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't.
And what happened? This happened.
Care about the fact that you are going to walk into the same situation as Nat, the same situation as Erica. Oh, look, Erica got an RO too. And then guess what? You all did live saying how crazy she was, but they were saying her.
Oh, wait a moment. Erica, OG Blame Erica Genevieve attempted to say she got an RO on Katie Joy too. Guess what? That was all lies. Keep messing with her, people. I dare you.
At one point in time too. How are you going to handle with the backlash when they turn on you? How? Because the sad thing about it is I see a very immature young lady who's been through a lot of hell in her life who is seeking acceptance. You don't have to try that hard to find your people, Data. And you know what? I stand on every goddamn thing I said in this video from November 1st. And it's ironic where we are at today on December 20th. Really, you do not. And we've seen how you deal with lies.
And it's ironic that we are back in this same fucking place on June 22nd, 2024.
We've seen how when you got called out for the art stuff, you went crazy and attempted to dox for a toast. But now you can't understand how it's coming back and you're doubling and tripling down into situations that I could blow huge assholes in. I'm not the only one, and it's happening. These people will contact your family, which I've heard that the antis love to do. Well, shocker. I'm not shocked by that. If you ever hear, you hate me so bad, it is so irrational. I have never done a single thing to you. You are not even a part of the story with Marvon and any of those guys. And I'm not even going to go there. But your absolute obsessive, compulsive issues and your hatred is not directed at the right people. It's my crystal ball, Chesh.
You should be concerned about your family. Take it from somebody who's been in your shoes with a crew that you are associated with until they're done with you. When they're done with you, guess who's going to be the ones that are picking apart your story and pulling all the holes? They will. All because of their hatred of Katie, which you said you don't even have. You don't have this hatred. So why are you dying on this sword when you don't even have that hatred? You're seeking a group of people to accept.
Oh, don't forget, this is also the video that they claim I threatened her 17 times. It couldn't be 18 because that's the Islander number, but they went with 17. So don't forget, you're supposed to be hearing 17 threats against her and her family in this too. Okay.
Run with this shit, DJ. Go
You
for it.
cannot handle, and I'm going to say this blatantly, you cannot handle the
Please do.
blowback from what's going to happen. And you're actively walking yourself into it.
Mm.
This is my final cry out to you to please wake the fuck up. Get in front of this. Be honest with yourself for once. Redeem yourself, because these people aren't your friends and they're not going to be there in the end of this. Their goal is to take Katie down at any cost. And you're going to be the one that is paying the price.
And I even think Katie's problematic. And
You have done a lot, said a lot. And these people have cheered you on. These people, if they had any type of brain or common sense, would absolutely tell you, stop, you're lying. It's easy to prove these lies. I have seen live after live of them doubling and tripling down. That's not you. Bullshit, it's not. I've got side-by-sides of her that I can prove for fucking years. Because I told you once, I will never put it out here. But if you continue to mess with me the way you have, I will absolutely know everything about you. And I do. But it's not my place, and I don't have hatred like you do. I don't want you to experience the things that I've experienced. I don't want you to experience the things that my kids have experienced. Your family to experience that. And that, you know what I'm talking about there. If you give a shit about anybody in your life, and you don't really have this hatred for Katie that you're claiming, get in front of this. I'm not saying you have to dox yourself out. I'm just saying protect your ass, because you're going to be the next one to be on the chopping block. They don't care about you. These people out here in the comment section, egging it on. All of the lies. I have never seen people lie to the extent that they lie, ever.
And what are we watching actively happen?
oh,
And it's easy. And they cheer it on like, rah, rah, rah. She ain't going to get anywhere. You really think she's going to get somewhere?
no.
Her mental health can't handle it. And I'll be the first to say that. That's my opinion. She can't handle being called out and criticized on things that she absolutely has said and done numerous times. I haven't even corrected her on thousands of lies she's told.
Talking about Veda. Go on, Brittany. Go on, Sarah. Go get this information from them. Go do an exposure on me. Watch how this turns out.
On me, because it's not worth the mental energy for me, and she can't handle the truth. That's the concern I have. Absolutely, she has hope. She absolutely is. And it's disgusting to watch. And she's
Day.
And now I'm going to take you a little bit further. If you want to see the rest of what I actually said in that video that they claim I threatened her, which never happened. They claimed I did all these things, never happened. You can go watch that. But this is who you're about to mess with. Go ahead. Keep on and keep on. I dare you to go down that route. Please do. It won't hurt me. It'll crush you, though.
There was a comment left on her post. Kathy P reviewed the comment, a public comment that was made on her post. After that comment was made and Kathy reviewed it, then they started firing up the lives, claiming that we doxed a woman. We showed a picture of a minor child on screen. We put out false information. Meanwhile, Tube Top Travesty claimed that the sister-in-law of her ex, all of his sisters were deceased.
Veda came out and told an entire story about her ex after he passed away. And his sister left comments in the comment section correcting that shit. It was a big deal because she lied. Veda took the video down because she lied about what happened.
It went with all of these new spins. They just kept on. So I finally decided, screw it. They just kept pushing. They kept pushing. So I started laying out the details. I laid out the timelines, the facts, my interaction with these people, how it got to this point. Do you think they've ever reviewed any of those? Nope. Haven't touched any of those. But I went the other day, 2 weeks ago.
This is uncomfortable.
I did another stream where I went through all sorts of receipts. Now, these videos of Tube Top Travesties, there's a bunch of clips in this, but I'm only going to be talking about this one situation for specific reasons. So they had made all these accusations. They had been throwing it out there. They had been running with this. She shamed her DV. Again, she went live after Kathy P read that public comment, the public comment by the sister-in-law, who has shown up in Nikki's comment sections even now. Tube Top's response was to bring out this book. She brought out this book that showed DV pictures.
I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm about to show you all this. You saw the short that she made with the pictures. Remember that. For those of you that are lost, this is who they are getting. BJ and Sarah, this is who they're summoning. This chick on screen. Not nonsense. Veda Jade. And this is who they're summoning and why.
It was a laminated book with pictures in it. And she was like, see, they're still doing all this stuff. And she shows this book of pictures.
I don't know if that live's still up or not. It makes me just cringe to no end. In that book, again, is a picture of her bruised, same type of bruising as we saw in her short, crutches, everything.
Please.
So I
please go down
knew
this road.
things weren't adding up, and I didn't want to hear. I need to say this. I don't know if she's been in a DV situation. I really genuinely don't. She told in her story that she had been ran over 3 times in her 5 years of captivity, held captive by her ex. Okay. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I don't know any of them, and nor do I need to know any of that situation. But she tried to weaponize all of that to not only attack me, but to attack Kathy, who Kathy never did. Yeah. Well, that's a good point, Revival. Unfortunately, the ex, and that was what was part of the sister's comment, and I can pull that up too. I have actually gone over it at this point in time. It is in this video, but this video is called "The Lie Has Speed, but the Truth Has Endurance." Let's chat. It's laid out in this video. I laid all of that stuff out and walked you through exactly how we got here. Hey, Boston. Hey, Pugs. So we get to the part where she's shaming Kathy and me and claiming that we doxed this woman. This sister's comment stated that her brother had passed away. He's no longer alive and can't defend himself. And in the comment, it is mentioned that she waited until he was deceased to come out with the story. It was it's a lot to unpack. There's just a lot to unpack with this whole situation. So there was a video on her page that she addressed Backwoods Barbie. Well, this is a clip from that. So you've seen the short where they claimed that I shamed her. You saw the pictures in there. You saw what I actually said, and you can watch the rest of it. I encourage you to, if you still think that there's something else in there. There's like 30 more minutes. I ramble on and on, but I still never shamed her about it. But please, if you still want to check it, please do. Please find 17 times I threatened her too. I encourage you all. So,
and still, please do.
Oh, then I was like, okay, they just keep pushing. So here I laid out all of the details. Okay, this is a little heavy. This is a lot, but let me back it up just a few minutes here. So this was from her Backwoods Barbie stream. And let me go back a little bit further.
I hope they bring this back up.
I threw clips of this in there because, well, you'll see there's a
You'll
reason.
destroy yourself.
All right.
Not
We're going to start about the 158-minute mark in this video. If you have any questions, please ask them. I will try to catch them in the comment section.
Probably 20 of them are trolls, but the rest of you, y'all don't mind recording those videos. I gladly appreciate it. I'll see y'all at 10:30.
No, you won't. You'll see us in a minute.
Oh, actually, hold on. I am going to back it up a little bit further because she was encouraging people and telling
videos that she has
telling people to report us.
avoided like the plague. Yeah. Okay. Continue on.
Or nothing. As far as nonsense goes, do y'all see me going on my channel, like Kathy P's doing, and saying I'm going to try to figure out who this is and contact them? Do you see me?
Bitch, I'm all out front. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not twisting stories about my family. I ain't twisting stories about my life. I'm an open book. You've already tried that and you realize that's an empty. Molly did that. Molly actively verbatim said that she was going to find anything, and she was pretty disappointed because all she had was bankruptcy. Molly had Walter go through all of my stuff. Like, we've been down this road, honey. There ain't nothing.
And that's all still on my channel too. You can go see it.
Hey, that you are. Yeah, I just. Oh.
Be going on my channel saying I'm going to contact nonsense parents or Kathy Peace people or anything like that. If y'all can support some nasty trash like that, something's fucking wrong with y'all in the head. Just
Happy P and I have neither one of us have ever said we were going to contact her family. And how that started was somebody was emailing me as a former family member. I have no idea who the email's actually from. That's why I never put it out here or gave it life. It very likely could be from Tube Top Travesty herself. So I never put that out there, but I did show bits and pieces of it just to prove that I was getting the emails. That is in one of the videos too. I have shown it. I guess I forget. Revival's right. I don't show anything ever. But she took that and has spun it into we are contacting her family and in contact with her family. Never happened.
Meanwhile, it doesn't show proof of any of her claims right here, but claims if you support that, you're vile trash.
You're going to get it in a second.
Okay, Veda.
Let them.
Vada, Tube Top Travesty.
Fuck people. That's fucking gross.
I had lost a lot of patience by this time, as you can tell by the tone of my voice. I was pretty much over it because that was December and this was November 1st. And there had been a lot of stuff. She just kept poking and coming out with more extensive lies and saying some horrific slanderous shit. And by this point, I was pretty much done. This was just from 2 weeks ago.
But if y'all don't mind, I've got 71 people in here. Probably 20 of them are trolls. But the rest of you, if y'all don't mind reporting those videos, I gladly appreciate it. I'll see y'all at 10:30.
Encouraging mass reporting.
No, you won't. You'll see us in a minute. Oh, so she actually encouraged people to mass report videos of Kathy's and I. She encouraged people to mass flag our channels after she did a whole list of people claiming that they mass flagged Molly. The irony of all of this. Okay, so here's another one that I'm going to prove and pull up. This is actually her stream. Oh, hold on. Let me go over here.
Now we got quadruple nonsense.
Sorry, y'all. I'm wandering around my house now because I get antsy and I can't sit still. So I'm like, this stuff riles me up to the point because it's just pure. I can't even tell you how I feel about this right at this moment because it's very
Rose,
disturbing to say the least. Rose, that sounds good actually. Some Baileys with cream. Okay. All right. So this is her Backwoods Barbie stream. So I just mentioned to you that in my opinion, that the picture she showed would fit the story of her car accident. Again, I'm not trying to discredit or say she has not. I don't know her DV stories, but you will never blame me for doing something I didn't do. Meanwhile, you have talked about these situations of being on crutches openly in your live streams.
I'm agreeing with myself. Look at me go. God, that's that arrogant fucking nonsense again.
We're not going to go down this road without me setting the record straight.
Not going to happen.
So let me get to the part that it's going to be. Just a second.
Just let me get my Rolodex out.
Hold on. One moment. One moment, please. One momento. Uno momento. I got to find my timestamp again. I was so livid about this that I was like, this has taken everything for me to be this composed about this situation. And that's all honesty. Like it has not been an easy thing for me to ignore to the extent that I've tried. Okay, so we're going to go to 2105 on her Backwoods Barbie stream, just so you guys can see it. This is her video in full context, so they can't say I clipped it out of context. We're actually 2055 is where we'll start.
Because I automatically think that
Veda Jade, listen up. You want my fucking attention. You just came rolling out using my name and rewriting history the other day. Here's your fucking attention. Stay the fuck away from me and my family and stop sending lies to people and misinformation, or we will go down this rabbit hole. And this time it will end with a restraining order because you have wanted to wear my fucking skin for almost 2 years. Get a fucking grip and get the fuck away from me if you know what's good for you. And I mean that with all the disrespect. This isn't a fucking warning. This is a promise this time. Stay away from me and my family. Do you hear me? I'm not playing your games. I encourage you to continue playing them with BJ and Sarah. Play them all you want. But if you think you're going to rope me and the Islanders back in, we know exactly what you are, and we'll make sure everybody on this app knows. I consider staying over there in your little gypsy rose hole. They don't know who you are. Don't make me go tell them who you are. Okay. Somebody texted me and said, show the book she showed. It's in the same stream. Let me go back here just a second. We'll go back to that spot in a second. But I did show a clip of it. I wasn't going to go here again, but I will. And this is one you're damn fucking straight. I have had enough of. I have had enough of the bullshit. This has been 2 years of nonstop stalking and harassing me because she came on to defend Molly Golightly and spin lies for Molly. So the book she showed, let me see. It's about 125 here. Sorry, that's why I was looking down. Betty, okay. She's not. Just a moment.
And something else right now, but I'm going to check myself off and let's go over a couple of them. These are about him.
She is fed up for a reason.
Because it's been an amazing
We're going to speed through.
Just a moment. I got to make sure where I'm at. Oh, yeah, I skipped through all of that. The normal bird lady. She goes and grabs this book. Give me 1 second. I will find it because if you guys want to see, I have no problem vetting. I love all these little people in the comment section. Oh my God, you drama queens.
and you're here, and
Okay.
So therefore, it doesn't really matter.
A lot
Yeah,
of
because she
fucking
definitely
swear.
did not Google any pictures, like you said, Kathy P, which that was absolutely uncalled for.
I debated showing this. I am still struggling with even having to show this, but there's a reason why I'm showing this, because I don't take kindly to any type of lies of this extent whatsoever, or being blamed for questioning this type of tea.
And disgusting,
So
especially to say that about somebody who, you know, has been through abuse.
Oh, names that are still around. Look at this book she's about to show you.
as I was getting abused, when I finally got out of that relationship, I decided to make a photo album with all of them in it, and these are lasered onto paper. You can't get them offline. So I'm
Okay, so she says that she decided to make a photo album of the photos. Okay.
just going to show you guys. This is the book that it came out of. See, if I could get half the screen. So these
So she made a photo album of her abuse photos that were in the short, right? So this is the woman that BJ has been attempting to dangle information from. Her and Sarah have been talking about Veda Jade. Oh, Veda. But then today tried to twist it that I brought Veda back in. No. Nope, you did that. And here you go.
these are lasered onto the book, Kathy P. That's me with crutches.
Her with crutches. Notice the crutches. Notice the leg injuries.
Pay attention. Pay close attention to her with crutches right there, okay? Because I'm not done yet. I don't say shit without being able to back it up. There is times when my mouth overrides my ass and I say something and I should have dropped the videos, but it's a lose-lose situation even if I do drop the videos. So here we are. But this is, ooh.
There we go.
Definitely not Googled pictures. You shouldn't even have to show this, Beta.
There we go. I know, but I'm going to go ahead to shut that dumb bitch up. Here we go. I got a whole book of them, guys, and I got to be careful which one I show because some of them are pretty graphic.
Okay, you notice how they're all leg injuries.
And
They're all her lower limbs. Same picture she put in the short. Okay.
there we go. I don't know if y'all can see these good or not, but no, Kathy P, these didn't go off Google or come off Google. And you made that claim about 30 minutes ago. So yeah, I had time to go to a CVS and laser a book together too. So go ahead and start with that one. But
We don't have to go to a CVS.
All right.
And that's Kathy P has something to say. Kathy, that's Kathy that she's talking shit about. Kathy didn't do shit to this one either, besides defend me.
So you saw the pictures that she showed in the book to try and shame Kathy P and myself again. All right, let's go back to where we were. So again, I will explain what I'm doing here in this clip. This is from her Backwoods Barbie stream. Same video though of mine. There's a lot of clips in there.
Disturbing to say the least.
Okay.
All right, so this is her Backwoods Barbie stream. So I just mentioned to you that in my opinion, that the picture she showed would fit the story of her car accident. Again, I'm not trying to discredit or say she has not. I don't know her DV stories, but you will never blame me for doing something I didn't do.
Nope.
Meanwhile, you have talked about these situations of being on crutches openly in your live streams.
Kathy P.
We're not going to go down this road without me setting the record straight.
Kathy P's had my back.
Let me,
Nikki, this is the live stream we were directing you to the other day. The timestamp that you're looking for right here is 1:59:19.
Get to the part that it's going to be. Just a second. Hold on. One moment, please. One moment.
You'll see where the pictures come from in a minute.
Oh,
here you
go.
go.
A moment, though. I got to find my timestamp again.
What I'm proving to you is what a dangerous liar looks like. So again, I'm encouraging Sarah and BJ, go down this hole. Continue to go down it. Watch how it turns
I was
out for you guys.
so livid about this that I was like, this has taken everything for me to be this composed about this situation. And that's all honesty. Like it has not been an easy thing for me to ignore to the extent that I've tried. Okay, so we're going to go to 21:05 on her Backwoods Barbie stream.
And as you can tell, I'm uncomfortable because what I'm about to show you actually hurts my heart that I even have to do this.
Just so you guys can see it, this is her video in full context, so they can't say I clipped it out of context. We're actually 20:55 is where we'll start.
because I automatically think that I'm going to owe them for that gift, or I'm going to have to pay for that gift later.
I'm going to vet everything. Give me a minute. We'll get there.
Just stuff like that. It's very strange. It's just very strange. If I hear a mass, let me put this up here.
And again, please do not shame her trauma. Car accidents are traumatizing. Hell yeah, they are. And the legal process trying to get it all situated is a pain in the ass too. It's still, but when you claim all of these things and then lie about those of us and say that we're doing these things or we're contacting these people or we're creating problems or you're trying to use pictures. This is just so fucking unnecessary. I can't say that enough. Mama Bear, just hold on. We'll get there.
If I hear of a mass pew or accidents that cause my
And you can tell I'm uncomfortable even doing this because these aren't my stories. This is not something that I didn't talk about this for a reason.
many injuries and or fatalities, you will notice as I will get upset. I shook when I was in a car accident. My head and neck shook. It was shock. Oh my gosh, yes, ma'am. Just like she said.
Okay, pay attention.
Just there.
Okay, pay attention to what she says. Again, this was her Backwoods Barbie stream that she did.
I have.
Sorry, you guys, I forget what I say in these, and sometimes I say the exact same things. It's a triple dose of nonsense, and it's really bad.
Various traumas, and one of mine was a car wreck like that.
You're okay, Mama Bear. You're okay. I'm going to lay it out because they will take anything you guys are saying in the comment section and twist and turn it, and we will get there, and I will close it down just like you guys know I do.
We were at a mall intersection, a four-way.
We were at a mall intersection, a four-way. I need you to pay attention to the details of what this story is because there has been another claim.
You know, the yellow light, it doesn't mean stop, but it still means slow down. You're about to have to stop. Well, my green yield left signal already had turned green. So here I am going left, and this lady's flying in an Escalade going 65, and she plowed straight into me, into my Jeep. And I didn't know that there was an airbag under the steering wheel. And so I had a 7-year-old in the back seat, and I could see him just flying because he was in like a booster seat.
I had a 7-year-old in the back seat. He was flying. He was like in a booster seat. Okay. Again.
And even though he was strapped down, I could just feel like he was going to come out of that seatbelt. So I reared over the console to just like push his chest back onto the thing till it was over. And I looked over at her while I was holding him down, and she was just frozen there with her foot on the gas. And I'm like, take your foot off the gas. You're going to run me into this pole. Like, please take your foot off the gas. But she had busted her. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so she busted her nose on the steering wheel. And she was just like in shock. I was like, please take your foot off the gas. And I could tell she wasn't going to. And then out of nowhere, my car just slide right into the pole. And then boom, that airbag crushed both of my legs. And I couldn't walk for over a year. I had to go to physical therapy. And now I have
crushed both of my legs. I couldn't walk for over a year. We saw the pictures of the crutches. We saw the injuries of the crutches. Who makes booklets of injuries? Personal injury attorneys. But you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to take you to the Tennessee court system. Well, I'm going to take you to the screenshots of it. You can look it up yourself. Crushed both of my legs. I had to go to physical therapy. Okay, that really sucks. And I'm sorry that you went through that. That could absolutely be traumatizing. Again, I'm not discrediting that she has not had trauma in her past. Hurt people, unfortunately. And I've said that numerous times about her. You will never pin shit on me that I didn't do. The crutches were because she couldn't walk. She had lower leg injuries from the car accident. When I can use your own words to write your statements.
Limb disease called complex regional pain syndrome, where they jump, they shake, they're
Twist, I'm not going to attack you. Yeah, I've had all sorts of mods for a long time. Other people's issues and what other people are, I deal with a completely different side of things. I'm not involved in all of the craziness and the ins and outs and all that stuff. There's a lot of creators over here that have courtesy wrenches, so I know who's who too. Yeah.
And I'm already a nervous, shaky person, so that's even better, huh? But now anytime I'm in a four-way, I'm really nervous. Nobody around here can drive, so that's great. But yeah, different traumas always, you know, it's a mess. Like, you know, my brother had committed suicide at the railroad, so anytime I hear a train or the railroad tracks, I flash back to finding him there. There's just things that always come, but you have to get treated. You have to go to therapy. You got to do what you got to do. You just do.
I agree with that. You got to do what you got to do. Therapy should be something everybody does.
And especially if you are like a,
in my opinion, Kathy P, those photos that she showed and tried to shame you with and said that she had photos to prove her story fit this story of the car accident, considering she was on crutches, considering she talks about being on crutches, considering her legs were crushed, considering all of the bruising are on her legs. And well, the person that she alleges is not her, was in a car accident. And actually, through public records, you can vet yourself through the Tennessee courts. I'm going to tell you again, BJ and Sarah, keep running with this. Keep encouraging this one. She did entire videos claiming I shamed her domestic violence situation. She showed a photo album of said domestic violence situation. Meanwhile, it was a car accident. Those are injuries from a car accident that she attempted to spin a narrative about it being from a DV situation. You don't have to take my words for it. I walk you all the way through it. There you go. All right. There you go. Oh, and by the way, there's only a couple Brittany's in this world I like. This one, Veda Jade, her real name's Brittany too. She lies about it still. She also told people and made up this horrible, traumatic story about losing a child. Thankfully, her child's still alive. She lies about shit like that. Again, you don't have to take my word for it. I've walked it all through. Brittany Nicole Hansen, again, public record. She claims this isn't her. This is some random person that she baited the information with. This is what is going on. Yeah, this is, here you go. There's the docket number. Go to Tennessee Case Finder yourself. There you go. A car accident from 2019. The lawyer listed on this is a personal injury attorney. Again, I'm not trying to diminish that she might have had a DV situation in the past, but I'm also going to set the record straight because this is extremely dangerous lies when she has repeated over and over and over again that I attacked her DV situation, claimed it wasn't this, talked about it, all of this stuff. This is a big deal to me. This is a huge deal. What did you say? Yeah, Nicole, I don't know. And it's a $25,000 suit. Usually something like that is pretty expensive. And I don't know if that's the cap on the insurance. Again, you can go do whatever. I'm just trying to lay out the details of the factual information here. I'm not going any further than this with that because there's no need to. There's really no need. This is what it is. Again, I encourage you to go look at it yourself. I'm going to show you another one right quick. Another claim that she just made. And this was after I did this video. So her response to this video was to come up with more lies. This one's hard. Okay. There again is the picture. Yeah, pain and suffering, absolutely. You know, and sometimes there's a cap on it and all that stuff, but so there's the picture again that she originally showed for the artwork. For those of you that are interested in that, there's the one that was actually on the wall behind her with the signature on it, which that changed too, and the whole art thing, but you can see it's on. She completely lied about artwork, claimed that she was an artist. Meanwhile, that's not even the thing. Again, Burnt Toast did a really good videos on that. On the wall.
You don't have to like
Pay attention to this.
Veda. I mean, I don't think that's the issue. It's all of the going along with, you know, all these claims against her that are not true. All the harassment. I mean, Veda didn't do any of these things that people are saying. So
well, Megan will ask me, you know, why doesn't it affect you? Why doesn't it bother you? What should they say? And I said, because I know the real followers that I want to follow me have common sense. They're smart. They see through it. I don't have to worry about them slipping because they're smart. They know what's a lie and what's not. They know better. They know that if I'm sitting on a toilet and I took a shit, but I wipe my ass and there's nothing that comes off of it, then I probably did take a shit.
The grave shitter.
I mean, they have common sense enough to know this. But there are followers that just watch every now and then. They just don't know better. And they never demand proof. They don't care enough to demand the proof. And they'll just go along with whatever these morons say and run with it. Like the gamer guy. Doesn't even know me. Was probably fed a lot of shit by Rev. Ran with it. Began attacking me. And this is team episode number 55 of Attacks on Veda. But the only reason I use, y'all know why I use the word harassment, extreme words like harassment.
I think VJ and BJ would make best of friends, actually.
And stalking. I like to play their own words against them.
Pay close attention to what she's about to say. This was the response to me laying out that video and saying that I believed that the pictures she showed were from a car accident because she told the story on the Backwoods Barbie stream. She talked about this car accident. The pictures are all lower leg injuries that she showed, so on and so forth. But listen to what she's about to say.
They make it sound so severe.
Sure,
what's happening to me and Steve is very severe, but I can hack it. I'm good to go. I mean, it depresses Steve. It makes me, I'm ready to go, baby. Come on. It doesn't bother me.
No, you're
but
not.
Right.
This shit for the last week going over and over. I mean, I remember what happened before the red thing. I was dealing with nonsense and her trying to downplay my abuse and shit.
Nonsense, trying to downplay her abuse and stuff.
Speaking of, who was that bitch that kept trying to say, there's abuse pictures and abuse? That was a car wreck. Bitch,
oh, that was that's Alice that's trying to say that your pictures of your domestic violence are a car accident.
You guys stop in the comment section. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on with all of this BS, honestly. Can we just stop? Like, fuck, oh dear. My mods don't even do anything 99% of the time. I don't know what's going on. This is completely distracting from the point of how serious this is. And it's really disrespectful to me.
Accident. And that is a sick thing to say.
And that is not a domestic violence, right? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I've already stated
That-
that 2 of those pictures are from a car wreck, and how did the car
She already stated that those pictures were from a car wreck. Did you hear that in her short? Did you hear her say that in that short that those pictures were from a car wreck? Oh wait, it gets better.
wreck happened? By being hit. How and
by her ex. Yeah.
Which is domestic violence, dumbass.
By her ex.
I mean, it kills me. If I had, I mean, I literally.
By her ex. Let me back that up again for a minute. Okay.
And that is a sick thing to say.
And that is not a domestic violence, right? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I've already stated
That-
that 2 of those pictures are from a car wreck, and how did the car wreck happen? By being hit. How and
by her ex. Yeah.
You just heard the story of her car accident from her mouth. Not once did you hear that it was involving DV. Now, there was another story that she told about her ex that supposedly held her captive for 5 years and ran her over and all this stuff. But the photos she showed were from the book, from the car accident that she sued over at the light.
domestic violence, dumbass. I mean, it kills me. If I had, I mean, I literally,
We'll play it again so you guys can get it. Not once has she acknowledged previously that those pictures were from a car wreck or stated that they were DV. No, she claimed that those were DV pictures, that those were from a DV situation, not a car injury, not a car wreck. Absolutely, she did it, me pork chop. She absolutely did. She absolutely twisted the story. Yep, that's all that continues. SD, I didn't bring this on. You might be a little lost here or like still spinning, trying to catch up. I didn't summon the devil. That's your buddies over there. Sierra and BJ. They're summoning this devil. I'm shutting this down. This store is opened and closed for me. Don't talk in my comment section about shit when you obviously don't know shit. Oh, I know she's experiencing legal trouble. Trust and believe. I absolutely know. And if she continues on with my life, she'll be experiencing more. Trust. There's multiple police reports filed over this one and the fucking bullshit that they've done to my family and her cronies. To happen. No, you're fine, Twist. You're good. You're good. You can say whatever. It's just I can't navigate what's going on and I don't know what's going on. So I want to be there to like help you navigate whatever's too. And I don't know if somebody's going back at you and I'm missing it. So that's why I just was like, Twist, I agree. So don't worry about it. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, the car accident from the Tennessee courts. I love you too. The Tennessee court stuff, the car accident, she's the only one listed on the stuff with the car injuries and things like that. Like, I don't know if he was potential. She doesn't mention any of that in the story, in the Backwoods Barbie story. Yeah, Rose. She said a lady hit her at a four-way stop. I'll go back and play him again. I'm going to play this one again so you can hear it. Now, mind you, though, she pulled out the book. She did the short. Not once had she ever stated that they were from a car wreck until I came out and showed those pictures and said, my opinion was that it was from a car injury or a car accident in 2019. I encourage you guys, go pull this up. Go for it.
Red thing, I was dealing with nonsense and her trying to downplay my abuse and shit. Speaking of, who was that bitch that kept trying to say, that's these pictures and that was a car wreck?
Alice deserves to be vindicated too.
Bitch,
Oh, that was that's Alice that's trying to say that your pictures of your domestic violence are a car accident. And that is a sick thing to say.
And that is not a domestic violence, right? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I've already stated that 2 of those pictures are from a car wreck. And how did the
Not once had she stated that those pictures were from a car wreck.
car wreck happen? By being hit. How and
By her ex. Yeah.
Which is domestic violence, dumbass. I mean, it kills me. If I had, I mean, I literally I have spent 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay, let me back it up a little bit more so we can see what she was saying before she went and got the book.
Fake comments
Here you
where
go
I guess
again.
my stalker that's roaming around decided to go over there and make comments and pretend to be either the wife of the ex of mine or
Lying about domestic violence, lying about child loss. Yeah, I encourage you, go get your information from her. Please do. Please do.
I don't remember the mother of the ex of mine. I don't know.
The comment said flat out that it was the sister, her brother. And the first claim was from Tube Top Travesty was that all of his sisters were deceased. That was her first claim about the comment. So she lied on her ex. His sister, his actual sister, came out and talked about it. Not me. I didn't summon her either. She came out and made a comment on the post calling Veda out about lying on her brother. Couldn't be from one of them. And then it turned into her stalker. Then it turned into all this other stuff. Meanwhile, it's a real person and the sister of her ex that she claimed held her captive for 5 years.
That was the sister of your ex. That is exactly what you said in your comment back to Kathy. Did you forget? Kathy showed it. Your comment, the comment you made, that all of his sisters were no longer alive. You forget already within 5 minutes what you said before?
When they did, of course, they put that innocent girl's docs in there with, this time, the kid's name.
Innocent girl. She still tried to, KJ doxed her. Katie Joy doxed her. It's here nor there. I don't agree with it, but it happened. She was spoken. I'm reading Katie's rape report, all of this shit. Katie ended up doxing her. Again, it is what it is. But she claims, this is the extent of how much this one lies. She claims that she intentionally baited trolls by putting this chick's name, who happens to have the same birth date, the same name, the same parents, the same everything, on Facebook to bait people to go at this person. Then once this person started getting stalked and harassed, they had contact with this person. Meanwhile, that person is her. That person is solely her. But she's spun every single thing. Instead of owning anything that this one has ever done, Veda Jade here, she comes out with more lies and makes up more lies and more lies. That's why I say, please do go down that hole. Please attempt to shame me over shit.
Then Kathy P went live and said
The innocent girl's docs in there with the kid's name. Didn't happen.
Kid's name. So if y'all don't mind going and reporting Kathy P's video on that, and the girl I'm going to
I didn't hear Kathy say the name. Not once did I hear Kathy say the child's name. Nor would Kathy intentionally ever say a child's name on this app.
teach her how to put a strike on her channel for that.
Right. And it showed the kid's name, and like on the screen. So definitely.
My question is, what the fuck are y'all
It's a public comment. Deal with it.
trying to figure out if I have a kid?
Nobody cares about you having a kid. You lied and said that you lost a child. That was a slap to every woman who has lost a child and suffered child loss. That's what's disturbing about that too. And in your members only, you tell them that you have a child. Out here publicly, you state something opposite. That's the disgusting shit we're talking about.
Why are you talking to anybody that's related to me? Why would you be trying to talk to anybody that's related to me? What the
Nobody is. I told you flat out that somebody was
Hey, greenworm.
emailing me with private information of yours that I wanted nothing to do with, nor did I respond to the email. I even put it in one of my receipts videos so you would know that this was happening. But you continue to play stupid. Obviously, you have stuff going on outside of the internet, off of YouTube. Shocker.
What the hell's wrong with you people? What are y'all trying to
By the way, if anybody is getting emails from a nonsense on the web account, it's not me. I don't randomly email people. And especially if any creators are getting threats, it isn't me. They doxed and cloned my email accounts 1.5 years ago and sent a bunch of creators threats. I don't get down like that. But if you're getting anything supposedly from me, just know it's not for me. I don't even respond to my own emails.
do? Y'all are so desperate to find out if I have a kid or not. It's none of your goddamn business, even if I did have a kid. It's not your business.
It's not our business, nor do we care, nor should you have ever lied about any of this, because it wouldn't have ever had to even be discussed. That's the problem here.
Why would y'all?
Thank you, unsupervised maniacs.
Oh, I know. This is exactly what they do. I mean, they went after my kid, summer before last. It's disgusting how low they will go and how they go real life.
Now, Kathy P said the pictures that I posted in my short were from the internet. Well, let me show you where they're from. That way we can debunk that right away.
Here, she's
I
going to
mean,
show it again.
absolutely. That's been going on for a long time. I mean, shit. A lot of people around us have my docs information with who originally sent it out. Do you think I've ever seen it? Nope. Sure haven't. Everybody else has my information, but I don't.
Honk, honk, ICU, all of those, Goose. Yeah, those bitches have my docs and sent it around to a lot of people that they were friends with. Interesting. I'm the only one that's never seen who actually initiated my docs. I don't give a fuck, but it's still ironic. Yeah, still.
Well, wait. I guess I'm living my life, so therefore it doesn't really.
Please do not attack supernatural crime with Nikki. She sat here and took a lot of hits the other night, and I got to. Anywho, hear her say that these were from a car accident. Did you? Anybody else hear that? Should we back it up again, just for shits and giggles? Buddy, you don't get treats. Oh, let me not go too far. We gotta go. I gotta go. Just to
Especially to say that about somebody
reservations at 4.
who, has been through abuse.
As I was getting abused, when I finally got out of that relationship, I decided to make a photo album with all of them in it. And these are lasered onto the paper. You can't get them off.
You notice she just said when she got out of the relationship, she decided to laser them, but then she admitted in the other clip that they're from a car accident. Oh,
so I'm just going to show you guys. This is the book that it came out of. See?
And this video is titled YouTubers Who Go Real Life.
The screen. So these are lasered onto the book, Kathy P. That's me with crutches.
Pay close attention to her with crutches right there, okay? Because I'm not done yet.
Anywho, okay. I think I made my point. I don't know if there's anything else in here that I wanted to show. I don't remember. This is a long video, but there is in full context, so they can't say I clipped it out of context. we're actually receipt after receipt after receipt. There's so many videos where I use their own words against them over and over and over again. But please, please go back down that rabbit hole, BJ and Sarah. Please go get that information from them because it will help you so much. Trust and believe. That one right there is about to help you expose me. Like, I'm going to be so exposed. I don't think I'll ever, it's like Humpty Dumpty. I'll never be put back together again. Fucking idiots. Anyways, I continue. So yeah, please do. Please go mess with that. Please go encourage that one to come out and lie some more on every single person. This time, if she goes too far, I will handle it the right way. I'm done playing with you, Sarah, with you, BJ. You say ignorant shit. You get information from ignorant people. You're encouraging the stupidest shit. Please go. She rewrote history the other night and was claiming that, I might get this wrong because I didn't watch it yet. Something about how I used to complain about her videos. Hold on. Let me look and see. Let me look at my text messages. Hold on. My mods hooked me up. You ain't going to summon the devil. Veda Jade's been irrelevant over here. She was irrelevant in the Marvon story. She played games with Nunya. She thought that Nunya somehow ran me, did something for me, something. I don't know. She tried to say all sorts of stuff, that this receipts battle that her and Nunya, oh my God, all of it. Oh, the quality of her videos, that I used to complain about the quality of her videos, and I would change. I put an orange filter on her and she's still never gotten it over it. Greenworm, she's got new buddies over here, Sarah and BJ, who she's trying to get to run with her information. She's been irrelevant. I ain't going back down that road, period, point blank, end of story. That ship has sailed. That community will be iced out like they should have been a year and a half ago. She's got this weird love for people I don't even associate with or talk to or fuck with. But carry on. And all of you playing this double-edged game of running back behind the scenes. She claimed I got scared. I didn't even fucking know about their receipts battle, too. She blamed me for the receipts battle, and I had nothing to do with it. I degraded the quality of her videos and turned her orange. Anyways, yeah, go mess with dangerous liars like Erica Shingara and those. Please do, Brittany. Please have at it. She's trying to help Meg grow her channel. Oh, Lord. They're fucking buddies again. Does anybody have questions? That is who, when they refer to inviting Veda Jade around, when they say that they know so much, that's where they're getting their information from. If you want to know something about me, come to me. Ask me. You want to know something? Fucking ask me. Get the balls to fucking man up and ask me yourself. I don't fucking hide shit. I don't care. None of you, like I said before, are going to shame me about the life I have lived. You couldn't walk a day in my shoes. And if you ever attempt to shame me for taking care of girls with special needs because somebody needed to step in, again, tell me you're ignorant without telling me you're ignorant. I don't have to fucking prove shit to any of you. Sorry. I owe my family something, not any of you. Any questions before we get out of here? But please do. Please go pull those back up. Please. We've all been telling you. And BJ, before you run and cry victim, be very clear. I'm not blaming you for what Sarah said. That came out of Sarah's mouth. You just gave her the panel to host it. That's a you thing. No questions? Come on, somebody in here has to have a question. Nobody has questions? My mods are all like, we've been here. We know. We all fucking know. Chopper. I have been through so much on this fucking app with these people. I am so fucking over it. You know what? It's really funny though, because when you start highlighting people's own words, they don't have anywhere to spit. So they do shit like this. They do this shit. Who's Nana? Nana that sits on panel at BJ's? Sheila? Is that who you're talking about? We're going, Ange, at 4. Yep. We're done. That's absolutely Phoenix. I don't know her real name. And even if I did, I'm not like them. I don't dox. I got pictures of her from Georgia. I got my stretching done. I'm ready to go kick kids' ass and bowling. I should find some socks. Some stockies. Bowling shoes are such a fashion trend. I got my socks out. Not good, Nana. Limey. How many squirrels in the average? What's a dray? I don't even know what that is. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm like, no idea. I don't know what that is. Bowling shoes are hot. Okay. I will absolutely show you my bowling shoes. And my foot fungus after I wear the bowling shoes. Oh, yeah. My bed not being made. The funny thing is, Jat, is my bed is always made, but the dogs lay on top of it. So it's always like this. It's always like this because they have blankets up there all the time. Oh, Odin girl, I'm sorry that you're triggered. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, honestly, like this is I wanted to show people because I keep saying, yeah, please do. Please go down that road. Y'all, there's a whole playlist if you want to learn more about what happened with the entire anti-KJ community and Vada, who was a part of that crew and now is I don't even know if she's a part of that. I couldn't tell you the slightest. I try not to watch those people because they just infuriate me and always have. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask, but there is an entire playlist you can watch if you're super confused by that. Please stay away from these people. I'm not telling this to protect myself. I'm not advising you guys to stay away from these people to protect me. These people don't know shit about me. They're not, all of these people get so desperate. Where are you? I hear you. Oh, she's right here. I just heard her, but she's right there in the corner. I'm not doing this to save my own ass. I have nothing. I'm not worried about these people, period. Like, I really am not. Oh, I know y'all, Nana's not drunk, but she claims she was brought in to investigate this stuff 2 years ago. You know how the whole thing goes. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, this is an open and shut chapter for me. BJ, you'll get what's coming to you. I'll continue to highlight the misinformation. Sarah, you're a fucking ignorant fool. And you just literally shamed women with infertility issues. That's a you problem again. I'm sorry that my intelligence and intellect obviously makes you very insecure. Again, I'm not out here telling you all I'm fucking smarter, better, prettier. I don't do that. That's fucking weird to me. I find it to be cringe as fuck. So all of those thoughts in your head, you've put me there. Never once have I came out here trying to be better than any. It's the fucking internet, y'all. Like, are you serious? You people really? Chopper. Stay away from the gutter. Hey, or have fun with them. I mean, possibly I might cheat. I might. Y'all know. Whoever that is in their comment section too, saying that my kids should be taken away. You got problems. Exact problems. Please don't be insecure. I'm definitely not insecure. Oh shit. Yeah, Chico's going. I'm gonna go watch Chico's live because fuck this shit. I'm so sick of all this shit. And I'm just gonna listen to Chico as we go. Thank you, Phoenix. I love my kids. My kids are amazing. Bumper rails are my friends. All right. Have a great day, you guys. If you do have questions, leave them down below. I will answer. Again, there's an entire playlist of this shit. If you want to know, you don't have to take my word for it. Go ask other creators. Go ask. Go ask. Go watch Burnt Toast video on the lies about the art. This chick has lied just to lie about fucking everything. And that's who they're trying to summon up. Bring that demon back. Please do, because I won't be the one to entertain her. Other people will. Yeah, their character is disgusting. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Clue. Thanks, Am. Casual Art. Stay in your lane unless you're bowling and then cheat. Cheat. There's somebody. Oh, my bra on the dresser. I think I should get a gold star for that. It's like Revival. You should be happy. I have a real one. Normally, I don't even wear real ones. Bye, y'all. Have a great rest of your afternoon. You want to say bye? Kyle's like, is it coast clear? Bye, y'all. Is there? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You want to see the funniest thing? Want to see the funniest thing? Look what else is beside our beds. Where's my SMHN? You said that yesterday and haven't been able to prove that. Islanders. You remember that? Remember what it used to look like in my videos? You remember what that used to look like? Where's my true Islanders at? The penises are still on the wall. There's a cute picture of Kyle and I. Oh, yes. The penis on the wall. All right, y'all. Bye.